I am a soldier in the army of my God. The Lord Jesus Christ is my commanding officer. The Holy Bible is my code of conduct. Faith, prayer, and the Word are my weapons of warfare. I have been taught by the Holy Spirit, trained by experience, tried by adversity, and tested by fire. I am a volunteer in this army. I am enlisted for eternity. I will not get out, sell out, be talked out, or pushed out. I am a soldier. I am not a baby. I do not need to be pampered, petted, primed up, pumped up, picked up, or pepped up, because I am a soldier. No one has to call me, remind me, write me, visit me, entice me, or lure me, because I am a soldier. No one has to send me flowers, gifts, food, cards, candy, or give me handouts. I do not need to be cuddled, cradled, cared for, or catered to. I am committed. I am a soldier. I cannot be discouraged enough to turn me aside. I cannot lose enough to cause me to quit. I will win. I am more than a conqueror. I will always triumph. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthen me. Devils cannot defeat me. People cannot disillusion me. Weather cannot weary me. Sickness cannot stop me. Battles cannot beat me. Money cannot buy me. Governments cannot silence me. And hell cannot handle me. I am a soldier. Even death cannot destroy me. For when my commander calls me from this battlefield, he will promote me to captain and then allow me to rule with him. I am a soldier in the army. I am marching. I am claiming victory. I will not give up. I will not turn around. I am a soldier.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Get your cups up. It's coffee time, gentlemen. Let's rev them engines.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's run.
Let's get it.
Let's run it. Welcome aboard. This is Coffee Time live community chat. We talk about crypto, red pill, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. You're welcome to join. Happy Sunday. Happy coffee time. Let's go. Boys.
Have a cup.
All in.
Let's talk
All
crypto.
in. Chevy, I love you, bro. Chevy, you fucking love Chevy, bro.
Doors open. Doors open, man.
You know where the coffee pot is. Yeah.
Oh man. Can't make
God
it.
wins,
But
not
I
the
just want to
government.
say, like,
Fuck the government.
overview, man.
Fuck
like
the government.
the whole system, to me, whether you believe it's all good or bad, to me, here's how I think of Ripple, escrow. I think everyone involved that takes to change a whole system over already has all the escrow, right? And then Ripple's going around getting clients themselves that need to be involved, right? And then what Fuma was talking about, how companies underneath that aren't ready. We're holding all their coins, right? So they're going to open it up once they know they're behind. They're going to show $5-10, and now there's 20 billion available, and everyone else that needs to be on board is going to get them from you guys. And that's where we're at. Whether you think it's good, I want to see people go to jail, all this shit, but XRP's the one.
Watch.
Ready.
You know.
Ready.
And this, I'm sickened, man. Like, we're about to hit a big spec run, and it's gonna be the beginning of a ramp up, bro. And
Bro, you're a fucking spec run.
You look like a spec run.
So shout out RPM OG. Love the FUD, the OG FUD, the original shit. Remember the original shit back in the day? Is it going to be XLM or is it XRP? Which coin will it be?
XRP.
Yeah, bro. And then RPM goes, watch us get a 2X when XRP gets renamed RLUSD. XRP, XRP is the stable coin.
Don't get me wrong. I love Stellar. Like, honestly, I love Stellar, XLMs and shit. But it'll never be a Ripple. I'll tell you that much.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, it just can't be because they all look at. I'm gonna just tell you straight up, man. Like, it was all about Codius when they created the XRP ledger, and you're gonna tell me these dudes at this level didn't know about Swift money being moved? Oh, I think we need to go this direction. You guys are fucking tripping, bro. They knew every direction before they even came on board. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
They knew every single little thing.
Well, that's a testament.
We don't even talk about Codius, bro. No one even,
people forgot about it. Okay, for example, look at Flare. Everyone's so bullish on Flare, but Flare dropped Layer Cake. And that was a whole bullish sentiment behind Flare in the first place. That's the part that I was hyped about was Layer Cake. And then they go and get rid of Layer Cake. Like, what the hell? Okay. Oh, we're going to go partner with Layer 0 instead because it's better. Like, bro, are you admitting that you lost and that it was never going to be a thing? Like, what's going on right now?
Bro, next week will be Lionsgate, bro. 8/8. Look out.
But Lionsgate is more like spiritual shit. It's not doesn't mean fucking XRP is going to $10, man. Like, I don't view Lionsgate anything to do with XRP. When we're on extra bullish before this, someone mentioned bears. Lionsgate has nothing to do with bears, but it's all about the infinity symbol, right? So I don't know. Like, that's not how I think. You're an infinity symbol. Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We could talk to we're blue in the face. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and they're going to do this
regardless. It doesn't matter what we talk about.
Right, but so if that being said, if it's going to happen regardless, and whatever's going to happen, we also know that ZERPs are going to fly. You know what I'm saying? They're period, and so that will change our lives, and that's why we're all on here, bro. Whether or not we remain in the blockchain space,
the only
or we go off into the woods.
The only spiritual outcome out of all of this is from going from suffering to enjoying, where the only people like for example, you see the door, you've been offered the map to the door. It's up to you to read the map, go to the door, and open it. That's the whole thing. If you don't want to do that, then you're gonna watch a whole bunch of your homies or your family members that looked out crazy to you, just all of a sudden to stop talking to you because they just became stupid wealthy overnight and want nothing to do with you anymore. That's what this is true. That's what it's honestly about. It's your last escape of the matrix, right? But in reality, it's one market is collapsing, so let's move the money to a next market and let's sell the next scam. I'm not saying crypto's a scam, but what I'm saying is that most of it is probably a scam. But it's more about one thing is collapsing, let's move to the next, and how do we transition? It's like herding a whole bunch of sheep to this is done now. This house is burning. Go to this house that's not burning because I need to keep you guys safe. That's my personal perspective. People might have different, but from my understanding, and just reading what I've read and reading it through their language and how they see it, no one cares if a bunch of small people get rich. They really do not care, because what are they winning? What are they winning in exchange? They're winning the globalist agenda goes through in exchange. So who cares if we get rich? They still won overall. You get what I'm saying?
And
One
Schwartz,
cares who bought
Schwartz,
Bitcoin at 50 cents.
yeah, nobody gives
no
a
one
shit.
cares.
Nobody
No one
knows
gives
who
a
these
shit.
fucking Bitcoin maxis who
No one gives
became
two shits,
millionaires
bro.
were. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a great point. So essentially, what I gathered from that was that this is the golden ticket to the last train before we go into
A forever bull run, like the
Forever bull run.
longest fucking
Yeah.
bull run you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Like
But
no
to
one has
get
ever experienced a
yourself-
bull run like this.
right.
Isn't
But
it
to
be
get yourself
ridiculous?
out of the debt slave matrix as a little guy, as a trash panda,
Okay,
get
let me
out of the
explain to people
matrix.
something.
Yeah.
There is no saving our economy. There's no. I don't care if you raise the rates, drop the rates, put the rates in a loop-de-loop, give it a bath. I don't care what you do with it. There's no saving on our economy. Okay, our economy is screwed. We are fucked. 100%, we're fucked. Okay. With that being said, it does not matter which puppet in a suit comes and tells you X, Y, and Z. None of that shit even matters anymore. At this point in time, they have implemented their little jabby jab nano body network. The last part is a digital wallet and digital and cashless system. After that, they've won. They don't even care what we do after that. They don't care how rich we get, what apps we develop, whatever. None of that matters, right? At the end of the day, the whole goal and the whole objective is to get this established. That's what the whole push of the EU with the digital identity is. The whole push with Australia and going cashless. The whole push with us and the cyber attacks and all these stupid ass narratives. All of that is for one main objective. So if you look at it from that point of perspective, it doesn't matter which puppet in the suit comes and tells you who's going to save you and who's not going to save you. It's just the herd master herding the sheep into the next house, into the next fence. But people are not going to care. No one's going to know that they're using crypto on their phone or that they're able to do none of this. What you're seeing is that ATMs bank branches are closing like crazy, and they're being replaced. A bank branch is closed, ATM pops up. Another bank branch is closed, another ATM pops up. Everything is being replaced, and no one is even realizing it.
Damn.
That's it.
New nerdy pops up.
Nerdy pops up. They get rid of one nerdy, another nerdy pops. Yeah. Transition is spiritual. There we go.
Yeah. The best thing you can do right now is have a better skill, because you're moving into what they call a gig economy, where there's going to be so many temp jobs, everyone working their 4-day work week, working 4 hours, working the little stupid side jobs, that, we're going to be over here. Oh, you guys should have bought crypto. Just like we're saying, we should have bought a house in 1970. We all should, instead of being children or a seed in our dad's balls, we should have freaking went and bought a house, right? But that didn't happen. So it's the same thing right now.
Well, what do you think, Pete? What do you think, Orange Man? Even if he is bad and he's ushering in this whole like Bitcoin lie, if that is a thing, let's say he does all the promises. Right. Let's say he does all the promises, which is the freedom cities, not the C40, not the 15-minute. The freedom cities. Yeah, his freedom cities. And let's say he fixes the economy, we get 80-cent bread. Are we going there at all? Or is that complete bullshit?
Okay, check this out.
That's the question, bro.
That happens. That 100% happens. The reason why it happens through a revaluation of currency. Now, the thing is about every time, like if you watch Ray Dalio's Fort Turning, he explains it beautifully. Every time there's a new currency that comes in, there's 100 years of prosperity where everything just goes through the roof. This is why I'm saying a forever bull run. There's a whole 100 years of complete prosperity. Everyone is doing good. Everyone's like, oh, we've been saved. Everything is beautiful. But after that, it goes back down again. Now, the difference here is that we're moving to a currency that is not inflationary, that is deflationary. So that means that this thing is going to keep going up and it's never going to stop. So that means that the wealth gap will always grow and never going to stop. You get what I'm saying? So if you look at it from that point of view, one, they can never fix the interest rates. Two, we're about to switch into a whole big ass wealth gap that'll never come close ever again. And three, your only ticket to that rocket of not being on the bottom wealth gap is these assets, because it's not going to be stocks, it's not going to be gold, and it's not going to be silver. It's going to be either a Bitcoin or an XRP or a quant or something of those nature that is deflationary nature, that's depend. So we're betting on things that's not 1-to-1 to the dollar. We're betting on these are going to always be worth more than the dollar. So we'll always get more dollars holding these assets than we would actually holding dollars itself on another asset.
Economy crashed and French toast party at my club or my crib. We're talking, dude, and I'm on a spare no expense, dude. We're talking the Texas toast, the big fat toast, and then we fucking dredge that in egg, bro. And then the thing is, I wasn't fancy pants growing up. We just dredged an egg. I didn't cinnamonize the egg. I didn't sugar the fucking egg. It was my mom. My mom always did the Texas toast in the egg dredge. Fry that bitch up. Then you top it with your fruits and jams and syrups and butter.
If people want to try something really fancy, try a Napoleon. I tried a Napoleon at Buster's house, and it was probably like the best dessert I've ever had. Napoleons are fire.
What's a Napoleon, bro?
It's like the most delicious cream and the most crusty little flaky structure with the strawberry. And it's like, it's beautiful. It's like the most beautiful dessert, bro. Like you don't even feel fat after eating it.
I didn't remember that, bro.
Bro, I love it. I love those things, honestly. That's like my new favorite dessert now.
Ecobella, we can most definitely sprinkle powdered sugar on there.
Powdered sugar is fire. I know we're such fat asses and we live in a matrix where all this is probably giving us cancer, but like might as well, shoot. Might as well go out swinging. If you're gonna go out,
sugar accelerates cancer, don't you know, nerdy? You fat ass.
Who cares, bro? Honestly, we're all being poisoned regardless. Whether it's through the food, whether it's through cigarettes, whether it's through the water, whether it's through our clothes, we're being poisoned one way or the other.
We need to eat fenbenzidol horse paste so we can fight off the cancer cells in our nutsack.
Mel said that I was a strawberry. Mel, you're a strawberry.
You are a fucking strawberry. Welcome to Coffee Time, everyone. We just dropped the baby gates. Come join us. Let's talk shop. Let's talk crypto. So, dude, Zerps, man. Zerps are it. We're any day.
Yeah.
I've been feeling like this for 3 weeks now. 3-4 weeks where we're like imminent.
We're close.
Close.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't give a shit what it is. Just let's start the party. Even if it's a $2 party. Let's go. Let's run it.
I just want to say Nerdy's a strawberry.
You are a fucking strawberry. We got Diamond Hands on. What's up? We got Uncle Clown World. We got Nerdy X. Uncle Buster and yours truly, Berserker. Welcome to Coffee Time. Let's run it. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think we're doing in this next week? Because like we've had multitudes of this shit over years. Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna happen. But it's bro, like people are already forgetting Trump just got shot. People are already forgetting CrowdStrike just closed all fucking airports, including a ton of fucking other shit. They crashed that bitch. That was a test. You know what I'm saying? People are already forgetting all the bullish, crazy shit that's happened. Now all of a sudden, nothing's going on. Everybody's just parroting Kamala. Like, who gives a fuck about Kamala? Who gives a fuck about any of that shit? I want to see some CrowdStrike shit happen so my bags can fucking blast. Yeah.
I'm telling you 100% she's going to steal it, and no one's going to do a goddamn thing about it.
Bro. But why would they even go through the effort of having another steal when they're all in bed together, bro, if that's the case?
You know, when you're in the mob and you do something on purpose, you're sending a message to let people know that they can't fuck with you.
Ooh.
It's a statement.
What do you think? Thanks, Gary. Congratulations on your spinner winner.
Got lucky. Fuma method. What's up,
the
guys?
Fuma method.
I think, dude, I don't know. I think it's for the good, bro. I don't think everyone's in the better. You know, I mean, you look at the Rothschilds. Rothschilds still murdered other banking families, so obviously not every person that has been balling is a fucking straight up crook. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I believe the most powerful people on earth work independently, and the people seeking power, they got to click up, right? And I think at any time when the powerful people get together, they'll drop the hammer on all these motherfuckers, and that's what I believe.
Damn.
Secret societies, all this shit, they're not the most powerful. That's why they got to have a team. The most powerful people roll independently, and when the independents click together, it's over. And that's what I believe.
Damn. Wise Buster.
We got broke on. Welcome aboard, bro.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, big guy? What do you think, bro? What do you think?
I try not to think. It gets me in trouble.
Yes,
Right.
that's a big name right there. Golden Skillo.
Yeah, the Pesos. And nobody talked about that, bro. That's some early Anon shit, bro. Because people talked about the 13. Remember the 13 families? Why is it 13 motherfucking families, dude? That's a big ass joke. And that's just the basic families. But then you've got the crazy ass other names that nobody fucking knows about.
You know,
Like
okay.
the Pesos and like the other fucking families. Dude, what do you do with that? Go ahead.
You know what's okay? You know what's even shittier about the whole situation? Is that the Rothschilds own Israel. And Trump
They
is over here trying to
created this state of Israel in the 40s, right?
And then Trump's over here trying to protect Israel. So does that mean he's funded from that family?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's that kind of connection. It's what
Is
you
that
talk
why
about.
he got the ZOA trophy, Mr. MVP? Is that why?
What's crazy? Yeah, ZOA Zionist of the Year or
Of
something like that,
America.
right? Of America.
Zionist of
Zionist of-
America, bro.
So, but that's the thing. Nobody wants to touch that, bro, because we're all anti-Semitic, don't you know?
And
Nobody wants to touch any of that shit, bro. The Anons, stay the fuck off of that. Everybody's pro MAGA. Let's go.
Yeah, and was that the reason that
do.
he pushed Project Warp Speed? Because he was pushing the Rothschilds agenda in the first place?
But like, dude, at the end of the day, what's happening with BB? Is BB good? Is BB not? Is
Right?
it prophesied that are they good? Like,
And
what?
did he step out of the light and let the corporation fail just so he can come in and save it? Was it done on purpose? Because think about it. Everything that he talks about, he could have done while he was in office, but he didn't do it. Why?
Bro, just allowing like the power behind Trump and the military and shit, them not clapping everybody in 2020 and allowing this to happen. They had to put it on Biden and let everybody crash. But dude, why make the fucking public suffer for 4 years if it's all meant to be?
Sold, bro. Everyone's bought out and everyone's
If
sold.
it's all free and we're gonna be good and we're going to do a
It's
better
all an
system
illusion.
and make America great again, make the world great again. Why was the last 4 years allowed to where our inflation has been choke holding the public?
Bro,
If it
think
was
about
about
it.
But these are just questions. These are rhetorical, critical thinking questions. They're rhetorical, meaning I don't know, but it's a joke at the very minimum. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what any of this shit is. I don't know if we're going to go into a better life. I don't know if that better life is going to be a better life for the public. But at the end of the day, they still run shit like you were talking about behind the scenes, the digital shit.
It's like this, right? So Chevy said, I have to be shown to the normies, okay? Because he thinks I'm a normie. The thing is that if that was the case, why has the Internet of Nanobodies been deployed through Trump? Where's your waking up on that part? Where's your understanding that connects to the C40 cities that he promotes as freedom cities? He's also the crypto president that's going to implement the digital wallets and the digital currency.
Well, if you look at it, bro, they're all.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if you
And the
look
whole
at it,
time we've been held back stagnant because we've been saying trust the plan, everything's in control, it has to be this way, while we watch all our freedoms in our nation crumble right before our eyes. And everyone is just waiting for someone to say, as they continue with their plan and they actually take us over.
Which is the
So
original.
who is the one that needs to be waking up here?
Right, which is the original like Q FUD. If Q FUD was like that was a psyop to create like complacency for the public, that way we don't rise up. But here's the question: why were we allowed to wake up? Even if all these things were bullshit, why were we allowed to wake up?
And that's another thing.
Don't take this as like berserkers flip flopping, or I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm just asking questions to spark critical thinking.
And
That's
here's
all
the
I'm
thing,
doing.
right? Of critical thinking, they block you with gates. If you think a certain way, then you're red pilled. If you start thinking another way, then you're black pilled. But you have to be in some kind of category. You can't have your own free thought.
So you're in a box no matter what.
They want to divide us.
They want to divide you either way.
So even the Anons are fighting because you're MAGA.
Because they're fighting
it's a
amongst each other.
Spider-Man meme. You're fucking MAGA.
Either
You're a
side
black
is
pill
still buying the
Anon.
psyop.
You're evil. You've lost it. You don't have hope
Right.
anymore. Blah blah blah
They're
blah
all
blah.
buying the psyop, bro. Because everyone thinks that they're more righteous than the next person. Everyone wants to be correct.
Everybody's got an ego.
It's the ego.
Everybody wants to feel like they're not an idiot, a blithering idiot.
They
that's
use your
been
ego
fooled.
against you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at the same time, I would like there to be good guys, but if there's not good guys, we could be like, that's what I was saying about the Lions Gate. It could be the people going through the gate that's the change, right? Yeah, it'd be nice if there's good guys that's going to take care of it, but also if this whole chat were billionaires, do you think this whole chat's going to be like, I need 10 billions, I need 100 billions? You know what I'm saying? Would that be the change when the greed side of it? You know what I'm saying? So it could be a longer era than we think. But I'm not all butthurt if they're all in bed together. I really don't give a shit. All we could be doing is what we're doing now.
That's true.
I will comment about the greed part.
saying?
I believe that the greed part ties into, we'll take your country, we'll take your nation from you, and it will forcefully remove your constitution from you because that's the only thing protecting you. But in exchange, we'll make you rich.
Okay, so
we don't
so
care.
you're saying it, but you just made that comment like you have a constitution now, and you're broke. You don't have a constitution now.
So
but
true.
That's the thing, and that's the scam, is that we do have a constitution now, and we can use it to take back our nation. But everyone's being held back and being told to trust the plan and do all these things, to stay by, hold the line, and all those other bullshit narratives, while they implement all these laws and pass all these bills. When we are the one that can be stopping it today, but everyone is waiting for a savior because everyone loves a hero complex.
Well, the foundation of life itself is crumbling, and then the family and everything else. Because I read once when I was young, it said happiness is not getting what you want, but it's wanting what you have. And people are not even happy with their health, their wealth being their family and their friends, and owning something tangible, getting their car paid off, or even owning the shirt on their back. They'll pay 17% interest on a credit card to run around impressing people that really don't care about what they have, buying things they don't need with money they don't have to impress people that really don't give a damn. So because if they gave a damn about you, they'd be telling you, dude, I got extra shirts over here, man. You look great in this one. You look good in this one. I mean, when I was a teenager, that's how everybody did. Everybody looked out for each other. And now I don't think anybody would be happy with anything they have. I mean, if they made, to Buster's point, 10 million or 10 billion, a lot of times people, they're not happy no matter what. And that's where a lot of people say that, money can't buy happiness. But at the same time, I'd rather be happy in a Lamborghini than a damn broke down Maverick on the side of the road. So either way, you're going to be miserable if you're not happy. So that comes
because the Matrix makes everybody's looking outside of themselves, when the true happiness is being just knowing yourself. Most people don't even know themselves because they're working. The distractions are endless. So the money's not going to make anybody happy. They could think it's going to fix all their problems, but like me, I've took a step back since I've been in XRP. I'm in the point, I had the Moon Lambo shit when I first got into it. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of that, but I'm at the point in my life, I don't even give a shit about any material bullshit.
Nah.
No, one thing I will say is this, like Chevy again. Trump is a genuine patriot, and he was chosen by the military and by God. Bro, let me tell you about something. They're all puppets. Every single last one of them. Okay. The military are the same people who created the internet. The military is the same people who is deploying the digital wallets. The military is the same people who created the internet bodies. Military is the same people who created the mRNA graphene based thing. They are the same.
And they own the patents on it.
They own the patents for everything, just like they own the patent for the SARS-CoV virus. It's just like they own the patent for the vaccine. They own everything. And to be chosen by God is the illusion of you have a savior. There is only one. This is why people say don't follow the priest, but follow the scripture. This is exactly what they mean. You can't praise another human being to being someone that's going to save you. That's just the stupidest freaking most illusion, false prophet thing you can ever do in your life. And this is the reason why people are being screwed over. And this is why I say Trump is the MAGA, and the MAGIS is the biggest illusion. Is the spell master, because he's put this spell onto people and selling this fake illusion that he's anointed by God for some odd reason, that the military is working, he's the only one that can save us, and he's our hero, and blah 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 blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. He is the same person that got us into the mess in the first place. Well, it's like, if you really want to say he is this, he is that, then why didn't he do anything when he was in office and he did have the power to do something? He didn't do shit.
Is he the golden calf?
Is he the golden what?
Calf.
We can go based off of speculation all we want, but what we live in is reality and what we can prove. And what we can prove is that everyone is in bed together. That's factual, because that is what happened. Because people are losing their lives right now because of the jabby jab.
Yeah.
Where is the white hats then? Where is the military for that?
Yeah,
We just said, oh, there had to be sacrifices. There had to be, people that had to go. Now that is ridiculous.
Yeah, my
That's
sister
stupid.
called me the other day and said that 5 different families she knows has kids under the age of 12 that have been diagnosed with blood cancers.
They call it turbo cancer now.
And I'm like, and
ridiculous.
I sit here fighting this mess for 15 years, and because of good people helping and motivating and educating and pretending to be interested sometimes, but I'm winning. So, but not one person in 15 years, not one, has called and said, what do I need to do to help my family? What would you suggest? What could I do? Is there anything I can do? I mean, I'd have those kids at the beach tomorrow morning. I'd have them running up and down the beach having fun while their health allows it, get them grounded.
In the sunlight.
Yeah, and then and all that iodine in the air from the salt water, let them play. And now let's relook at their blood. Let's start there. Let's bring them up here to the forest in North County, and let's let them go hug a tree literally and get that energy from those trees. There's 3 studies right now. You can pull them. They're doing blind placebo studies where they're taking people with blood cancers. They're putting them into the forests, and people don't know if they got a sugar pill or a regular or some type of mess. And the people that got the sugar pill with the blood cancer goes out, and after just a few trips to the woods, they come back and their blood's completely clear. That ain't my opinion. That's the facts. So yes, and I get so tired of listening to everybody talk about how money's the root of evil. No, it's just the love of money, meaning when you're willing to let kids get jabbed every day as they're born with a perfect, just with pure perfection. Sure, we need to be careful while their systems are developing, but you don't start putting aluminum in them and jacking up their systems right off the bat, scaring the hell out of them, doing all kinds of craziness to them. And my point is, every day, how many kids are being born? Every minute, how many kids are being born, and they're still being jabbed and everything else. So, yeah, I see where Nerdy's coming from. So there is a lot could be doing, but they've got everybody so afraid to lose their freedom, their pensions, their medical, optical, dental, their jobs. They got family, they got payments. So the only way to do it really is to just check out of their systems and go back to what we said earlier, which was happiness is not getting what you want, but wanting what you have. Your relationship with God, your relationship with your family and friends, if they're even there anymore. Everyone has benefited from the knowledge we've gained here because we have addressed our finances. We have addressed our health and wealth and our mental clarity and our getting grounded. So everybody's benefited already. So we're already blessed and highly favored, whether they rug pull us or not. We're better off because we learned of this and we started taking control of our own lives. So that's just my two cents there.
Definitely. It's something like Nerdy was saying about how they have us viewing Trump as this magnificent person that's going to come and help and save everybody. They do use magicians, illusionists, hypnotists, and they're all being used against us to make us feel these certain ways and believe in these certain people. So it's really taking everything with a grain of salt. Try to get your time back. That's what really fucking matters. Get some time back and not be a slave.
Amen.
Nina goes, money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you great craft supplies.
Exactly.
I love the innocence there. I love it, Nina. Right on.
Money can actually buy me happiness, to be honest, because I need money. I'm not gonna lie.
Run it, bro. Go ahead.
All of it. But you know what? Go ahead, Diamond. I'll go after you.
Why is there so many people in the United States and there's always only the 2 candidates that we know about, Biden and Trump? Like, there's so many other people in the world, in the United States, that we can pick from. But
there's a libertarian candidate. I just don't know their name.
Yeah, we pick who they provide. It's always been like that.
That's RFK, bro. RFK Jr. is a libertarian, I think, right?
But the thing is, it's like Jill Stein, who ran last time, or Jorgensen. No, Jill Stein is a new libertarian candidate, and there is a Jorgensen. So Jorgensen, her plan, like, she's a libertarian, and like the stupidest thing that she said was open borders. And that's when she lost everybody. But had she said anything else besides open borders, she might have had some kind of chance. But then again, it's like politics again is like soap opera. It's all like everyone has a mascot. Everyone has a team favorite. It's really emotional. There's no logic involved with elections no more. It's all emotional. Who's your homie? Who do you want to see win? Right? Because to everyone, everything's a game.
Yeah,
but if we went based off of policies, I think we'd live in a very different country, because we never would have voted in Obama, nor would we ever voted in anyone else. We would have had a whole different president.
Chris has issues with you,
yeah.
Nerdy. You don't know that, Nerdy. You don't have to ascend, hater. People aren't saying all that.
I love you, Chris.
That's where.
Okay, like, don't get me wrong.
It'd have to come down to a higher level, because you get the most righteous person. They could fucking run their own campaign, win.
Yeah.
And you're stepping in an apparatus where you won't get shit. You're completely surrounded, right? So even that won't work. I mean, I understand they've been providing you the two candidates for a century.
Yeah.
So you're picking from their two people. Even if somebody came in, that's why it has to be a higher level for change, or the people like literally have to band together, even the conscious are divided with the black pill, red pill. Like, we believe the same thing. Even when I first saw Nassar, it's still close to the bad plan. They call it UBI. The other one calls it some other assistance. You know what I'm saying? It's the same damn thing, same concept, right? Smart cities, 15-minute cities. It's the same thing.
But the messed up part about all of, but the messed up part of all of it is, bro, is that, like, when was the last time we actually had a real Republican candidate? Like, Trump was a Democrat his whole life, and he recently just switched just to run. But before that, he was always a Democrat. So in reality, we only were choosing between two Democratic nominees. It's not even a Republican, a Democratic nominee.
And Democrat means
wild?
Communist. That's all it means. It's
they're both the same.
The sugared up word for socialism.
We're choosing the less of both evils, but we all know that Kamala cannot win, because if she wins, we lose a nation. So we have no choice but to pick for Trump. Because if we want to have a nation left, we have to choose him. That's just like, it's obvious at this point, right? Like, there's anyone who says they're gonna vote for her is just retarded at this point, right? Because it's just
and the 15-minute city's already here. They're just trying to get everybody in a little bit smaller compartment.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 7 million people in Atlanta. You got, so you look at, they're just trying to divide us up. An old man told me 20 years ago. He read it he knew about it when he lived actually in California. And he then confirmed it. It was in the Wall Street Journal that they're going to keep all this drama, and then they're going to divide America up into like 7 different little countries. Mm-hmm. And you're going to, if you're really kind of a Republican mentality, to use their verbiage, if you're real liberal, you're going to live in this area or that area, and basically divide it up, because you got to break up this, because we're all think we're free here. So that's the problem for them. But as far as a 15-minute city, 12, 13 years ago, I would call my bank. I would call my credit card company and say, hey, I'm going to these cities in the RV. I wanted you to know so you don't turn off my freaking credit card. As soon as I get to Georgia, for some cabins up there, bought some of that, 20-year life food in the little $50 box, you buy the thing in the little plastic container to put up there, because it snows. Mm-hmm. And if you get snowed in for 5 days, you need some emergency food. So I just gonna put some in there. I didn't even get to the parking lot, and they already had my credit card turned off, because I went to the next place, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And I already called them. So that's happened to me more times. So my point is that they've already tracking it. And then there's a Dollar General in every street corner. So, and every time you drive by, the chip in your phone is tracked.
There's always a Dollar General, a McDonald's, a Jack in the Box, a Taco Bell.
And they all have that software that tracks every chip that goes by in the car or in the phone, where now they can use that. They say they're doing it. So we know the vehicle traffic. So we know developments and the future road development and all that. Well, they know everywhere you go. Now they got tag readers. Now they got them on the street lights. And at every intersection, it's like you're already living in a police surveillance state. They've been listening and watching for 30 years. So
Exactly.
so what the fuck's the difference? So once again, until all that shit's down and over, and anybody that even monitors anybody, unless they're put through that,
That's
chipper,
what I'm saying, bro.
then we don't
You
have a
speak
free
my
country.
language.
Because how do you even overthrow a county commissioner
Exactly.
if the sheriff knows that everybody that's meeting and everybody talking, where
Exactly.
they get dirt on you and find out who your relatives are. Go all the way back to that. Who's that FBI guy that was a cross-dresser and he had all the dirt files on everybody? What was his name? They named buildings after him. He'd find out that your cousin's a lesbian and they get dirt on her so they could control you or your daughter. Or
Hoover? J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, and he was a freaking pervert himself. But anyway, my point is,
the public doesn't even realize that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, hell no, they don't. But anyway, so my point is, they get dirt on everything. Dude, I watched this shit for 20-something years. It's always got, if you have potential to run for office, they start a controlled folder on you the day you even mention it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow. That's why I think I've always said for 30 years, you ask personal friends of mine, I said, dude, let's make a website. And what we'll do is we'll like go to a mosque and, hang out front, get some selfies. Then we'll like hug a Muslim, let's go to a strip club and, if dudes or something, get a picture out front, just any dirt they can get on you. I want to be a lesbian, whatever. That way, take away all their power because, okay, so I'm a terrorist. Now I'm black, green, pink, and purple. I want to identify as a black male. I want to be a lesbian.
You are a black male.
I am, dude.
You are a black male, bro.
Bobby,
hold on. Let me read Chris.
They don't have any control over you, then, do they? Go ahead, sir.
So here's the hope.
You guys are crazy.
Here's the hope, and it's not false hope. This is real, I believe. Because they could have just kept our asses asleep. So let's go red pill. Let's go happy. So I agree, dude, Chris.
I love you, Chris.
For sure, bro. I have no doubt if Trump was not in office, we would have been in FEMA camps willingly.
I agree.
It was bad enough with masks.
Scary,
they almost won, nerdy.
I agree.
They didn't, and here we are. But that's the thing. When you wake up a kid and you're like, hey, it's Christmas. Like, there better be some fucking presents under the tree.
I'm going to tell you.
And that's what we're doing. We're bitching because there ain't no presents yet.
And when
we're out in the living room going, where's the fucking presents? You woke me up. It's Christmas.
And Chris, what I'm saying is yes, bro, you're 100% gajillion% correct. You are correct because they did want a forever war. If Hillary got in, it would have been screwed. I understand. I've been in it. I understand all their research. I understand all of that stuff. I get it 100%. The fake inauguration, the Biden stuff, the military's in control, all this stuff, all the law war. I get it, all of it. But the mRNA stuff was still deployed. And that part will always be a part that will always be like, okay, if something was going to stop something, why didn't they stop that? Because that connects directly to the WEF agenda.
No, I have an input when you're done, and I'll shut.
I'll say the last.
Go ahead.
I'll say the last thing though.
Go ahead.
Chris said Republicans are absolutely shit, but the Paul family, and I 100% agree with you because I love Ron Paul. I think Ron Paul and Rad are just like the best, along with Grassley. But yeah, go ahead.
That was it. Just the truckers in Canada are the ones that really made a stand. It moved to the United States.
I agree.
They started driving around Washington. We took their nuts with that. They were the real patriots. They were the real ones that. And see, everybody forgets that with all the drama. But when's the last time that we went into our city council meetings, our school board meetings? Probably nobody in this chat and nobody in this call has gone in the last 2 or 3 years. I was there 3 years ago at one of our city council meetings, and all they vote on is stuff that they benefit them, like sidewalks, like fences, like new roads, that they send the contract to their buddies and they all get a cut. So if we want to start making a difference, we have to start going to our school board meetings, to the city halls meetings, and get really involved, because they have all the politics captured from the top. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's an old movie with, I think, Chris Rock, when he becomes the president, or Chris Tucker. No, yeah, Chris Rock. He becomes a president. The people behind him say, the people want a black president. We have to give them what they want. I don't know. I forget the name of that movie, but it's control from the top. We have to start from the bottom, going to our school board meetings and everything else. Sorry, go ahead.
Beautiful.
Well,
So,
they
yeah,
kind
that's
of
the thing.
just check out of their systems completely. I mean, we educated our kids before 5 years old how to tie their shoes and get dressed, and they taught them English, and then they put them through 180 days of school year times 12 years of taking English, and then when they graduate, the first class they got to pay for and sit in and waste time is English 101 in college. So once again, the whole thing's a psyop. So the best way to do it is check out of their systems and collapse them all. I mean, go back to teaching your own kids, growing your own food, and tell them all to piss off.
Well,
That's
the
something
city
you
hall meetings too, like, you know, what are they putting a bunch of cameras to identify you? You know, just different stuff that we have to get involved.
Mhm.
But they kind of, even going into the city hall, like, it's kind of scary if you. It's like when you go pay a ticket, you're like, are they
Oh,
going to
yeah, you
arrest
can't even
me?
get in there. Even retirees, we can't get in there. I mean,
And they look at you
pat us
crazy,
down, make us
but
empty
you
our
are
pockets.
allowed to go in.
Bro, did you guys see the thing? So everyone's saying trust the plan, right? Like Chevy again, say it again. I'll say this: if you guys are still trusting this fantasy, magic, foo-foo plan, go ahead. I can't tell you what to think. If you want to believe in make believe, go ahead. People still believe in Santa, you know, that's cool. But did you guys see that the NFL was announcing facial recognition for everyone for all the games, right? So they're getting ready for the socialist China
Already
facial
here. They've been doing
recognition.
it at
That's
concerts.
the
Credits for
sheep.
dystopia.
That's the sheep that literally immerse themselves in the circuses and bread.
You can say whatever you want to say, but in reality, what is really happening is completely opposite.
Dude, you're so right. I
Circuses and bread.
haven't been out in years, and
I disagree, man, because the plan that you're laughing about is what actually woke you up.
No. That's
Trust the
wrong.
plan, nerdy. Let's fucking go.
That's wrong.
Trust the plan, bro.
I've been waking people up about Project 2045 since
before
2015.
Trump was even in office.
I've known about Project 2045 since then. It was funded by a Russian billionaire, and they've been on it, and everyone is in on it. And the whole plan is to initiate Project 2045, and that has been true. And I have supporting evidence, and I made a whole video series, a 13-part series supporting that exact topic, and that goes into Internet of Everything, which we have patents about. We have IEEE standards for now all of this. So none of this is make believe. All of this is real, and that's exactly.
I'm not saying it's make believe, bro, but what's the difference? Like I'm saying, your timeline, because you're like Doom when you go black pill.
Okay, check this out.
When you speak on red pill, your energy is totally different than when you speak on black pill. But to me, it's not happening how fast you want it to happen. But in my eyes, if we're waking up, if we're becoming more conscious, it might not be in my timeline. You could say I'm hopium, but I think everybody benefits if consciously we keep rising.
The monkeys and potatoes, I get it, but the more that
it's not
the more that I personally myself, because everyone is different, everyone does everything differently. What I've done with my time and the stuff that I know, I don't expect you to know because I've learned it and you haven't learned it. I've read things that you haven't read, so I don't expect you to be in the same level as or be in or relate with me 100% all the time. I get it. But what I'm saying is that the stuff that I have read and the stuff that is happening, that is dystopian as hell and is real. So I also understand the law of war manual and foreign occupation and the switching and the ending of the treaties and the petrodollar and all that stuff. Like I completely understand now that, and I know that all of that stuff is also real and that is also happening. I acknowledge that. But at the same time, the same people who are initiating and doing that plan are the same people who are also
the shady fucks,
the shady fucks that are pushing these plans that are standards, meaning that they have an agenda, a way of life, regardless of who believes what. And I now understand that none of this depends on politicians making something, saying something, passing a law, doing an executive order, any of that stuff. I understand that all of this is dependent on private corporations, and our lives depend on the use cases of private corporations because everything's been monopolized that way. So no matter how we feel or think or whatever we want to think, whatever's going on, the private corporations are still going to do whatever they want to do, and we have to use those things regardless. So
Can I enjoy my ZRKs for about 20 years?
you can. What I'm saying is this:
Hell yeah.
is that yes, we will be rich. Yes, the world is changing, and yes, we're going to have a better country, and and everything's going to be fine. I also get that. But I'm also saying that we are moving into a very dystopian time where science and technology and all this stuff takes over our lives to the point where people just become so just spoiled with convenience and luxuries that they don't even realize that every single thing that we go into takes away a little bit more of our freedoms every single time.
Well, nerdy, I went with my nephew when he was little and my niece over to a deal in Pensacola where it was like, what was that called? Disney on Ice or whatever the hell it was. I happened to bump into my niece in town, and she says, I said, what are you doing up here? And she said, we're heading to so-and-so. I said, well, I'll ride with y'all and I'll buy y'all's tickets. So I go over there. Little did I know, my damn skin was crawling, because to get into Disney on Ice, you had to show an ID. You had to go through a metal detector, do all this crazy shit. And I'm standing in line watching people in the, you know how you go to them big concerts and you walk up and down those big old railings that are like concrete, where it looks like an on and off ramp, but you walk in a line to go up into the concert. People are literally throwing water bottles up to their buddies that are already past the checkpoint. And I'm like, well, if he can throw a water bottle, he can throw a weapon. So what the hell am I doing? They got thousands of people out there having our bags gone through like we're in, some communist country, patting everybody down. And I'm thinking, you got to be fucking kidding me. And then you can't even go to your own courthouse now without being put through metal detectors. And dude, they tried to do that shit after Columbine right here. And I said, that shit ain't happening. We're not putting IDs on kids like they're dogs and cats. They wanted metal detectors at all the doors at the schools. And I saw that. So yeah. And to Buster's point, nerdy, everything you're saying is accurate, and everything Buster's saying is accurate. Y'all are just coming at it from a little bit different angle. But what Buster's trying to say too is that don't forget, having worked a lot in public service, you're limited on what you can do. And but Trump has done a lot of comms and stuff like that chlorine dioxide and stuff, where he said drink bleach. And that's another little thing that came out the other day, and something that can't get into on here. But anyway, the Supreme Court ruled that some of those agencies are not really allowed. So, there's a lot going on and a lot of changes for the benefit. But to Nerdy's point, there's a lot of unnecessary BS going on of control. And, it's like, what clique of buddy bullshit are we going to fall under? Because it's real simple to do this shit. It's very simple. I mean, 99% of the laws are unconstitutional. Nobody should be telling anybody what to do or when to do it or how to do it. I mean, it's just, the whole thing is bass-backward. So until they just get rid of all that bullshit, I mean, you can't have a chicken here and you can't do this, but yet your neighbors, they're allowed to run a siren up and down your roadway, when there ain't no cars on the road because of some liability and all. I mean, it's just craziness. I mean, where do you draw the line? And it's all subjective. So we need to have some objective rules put back in about freedom and about independence and stuff and things like that, but they don't want that shit. So good luck.
Well, let me say a statement real quick. So before the chat starts eating fucking Nerdy alive. Look, I agree with a lot of shit that Nerdy says. He does a lot of research. I got mad respect for Nerdy. I also have mad respect for Buster. I'm taking my glasses off so you can see my eyes. So I love you guys big time. Everybody's allowed to have all kinds of fucking, they could change your mind. You could be whoever the fuck you want. This is the internet. Who cares? We're not here. There's not a set of rules. Life doesn't have a set of rules as long as we're like good to each other and we don't fucking hate each other. But I got Nerdy's back. I don't give a shit how black pill he gets. We're still getting rich together and we're eating fucking glizzies on the fucking go-kart track with honey titties and fucking the biggest fucking grins on our faces ever. Because at the end of the day, Nerdy's not a bad guy. He just reads more than you motherfuckers do. So I just got to say that shit. He reads so much. He does so much research. Not that you guys can't or haven't done the research, but I've seen the documents. I've seen the sauce. I've seen the shit. Why in the fuck is the NWO and the fucking UN and all that other bullshit, why is it still allowed to exist? Have we not come to a point where we haven't had the Great Awakening or the crash or the Black Swan yet? So none of this shit has been answered yet. whether or not Nerdy's right or you guys are right or whatever, just don't kill Nerdy in the chat. That's all I gotta say.
No,
You-
it's mixed.
No,
Like,
you guys can feel whatever you want to think. I don't care, to be honest.
Well, I just don't.
You're
You're my homie.
That's the point
bro.
of us
You're my
being
homie. I want to
American,
back
like-
you up, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, the whole
People
thing.
already hate my ass too. Fuck it.
Well, the
Who
whole thing
cares?
about being American and having this chat is that it's an open chat. We're American.
That's
I'ma
the
say what
point.
you
Is
want.
yeah.
You can
Well,
say,
and
feel
don't
what
forget
you want.
too,
You have
everything
freedom of
is-
thought. None of this is
You
common
can
bullshit.
check your
There's
kids
no rules.
into the public school
You're not
system.
gonna
Or you can
block,
check them
dude.
out. You can
None of
take
that
medical
stuff.
treatments, or you don't have to. You can take
Yeah,
that, or you
we're,
don't have
all
to.
this is just
You
open
can follow their
information.
rules, or you don't have to. I mean,
Do what you want with it.
yeah, you can grow your food or don't. You can,
It's,
you
it's,
know, let
because
them.
at the end of the day, none of it matters. It's not like I'm gonna change the world or nothing. I'm just here, just talking to you.
Well, like we were
Listen,
saying earlier, the
how do you know
level
I'm
of
not
money-
AI? I can be
Yeah.
a WF puppet. How do you not know? I can be a. I can work for the
See,
UN.
trust me, we
You
know
wouldn't even
you're
know.
fucking nerdy.
You could
We
be a
know
CIA
you're
fucking
agent or
nerdy.
FBI agent. You would never even
You're
know.
fucking nerdy. We know who
You
nerdy
could be
is.
part of the Illuminati. You would have no
It's a-
idea.
That's
And
the
nerdy,
thing.
and
It's
nerdy,
about.
you haven't said anything that is offensive or that's and Buster's comment wasn't offensive or anything. He's just trying to say that, you know, when you get, he's looking at it from a ascension type perspective, and he's right there because there have been a lot of improvements in the, you know, even though they're doing crazy stuff, a lot of the stuff that they're passing like through the Supreme Court is insignificant crap. I mean, we knew that Roe v. Wade was going to be overturned a long time ago. They don't need it anymore. I mean, they've got everybody sick and
nerdy.
spray and everything, and people can't even have a kid.
I live in the darkness. I was born in the darkness. See, that's the thing,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean,
It's the
the
Bane
chat is
effect.
like
Not being
mixed.
able to
Some
hold
people-
the hot potato long enough with the black pill, long enough to understand it. It's about living in hell with the sauce long enough to fucking understand it. That's what takes balls.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll tell you this much, guys. I grew up in a family with a lot of superstition, a lot of stupid stition. It's because people like to follow things. You can follow things and not know something. You can follow a cult and not know that it's a cult, right? The thing is about critical thinking and asking yourself, what am I doing and why am I following it? Why do I believe this? When you start asking questions like that, everything changes, right? This is how I came to my conclusion about God. This is how I came to my conclusion about money. This is how I came to the conclusion of me being quote unquote black pill or whatever. It's what is factual, what is reality. We're humans. We love to live in dreamland. We daydream all the time. It's just who we are as humans. That's just makes us who we are. But at the same time, it's like you have to control your mind and just be like, okay, well, someone is telling me this and someone's telling me that, but what can I prove? And I can prove to you that whatever I'm saying is real. I can prove to you that the medical industry, the financial industry, and the telecommunication industry are forming into one industry that's called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And I can prove to you that Elon is in on it with his low orbit. Trump is in on it with his Project Warp Speed. Same thing with the WEF and Stellar and Ripple, and all these people have worked with DARPA, and they're all working with the government, and everyone's in on it. And I can prove to you these things factually. But at the same time, whether you believe it or not, it's totally up to you. And that's the part where I give up, and that's why I'm in this way where I can show you guys everything, and you can still call me retarded or I'm black pilled or whatever, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still real. You get what I'm saying? So that's just where I stand, and this is why I came to the conclusion that hey, Bitcoin is probably not going to go anywhere. ETH, nothing's going to happen to ETH, and everything's on discount right now. I mean, it's the deep reds, and if you're not taking advantage of this and understand where we're going, then that's on you. So I'm just on the fact of I understand that money rules this world, and if I can make as much money as I can with the little money as possible, I'm going to take advantage of it.
Asymmetrical.
Yeah, buddy.
At the end of the day, it's not like I'm going to change the world or whatever I voice or say is going to make a change at all.
But you're damn sure changing your world and our
Right.
world, Nerdy, and so we
You're
appreciate
changing
that, and we
people.
appreciate Buster's perspective with his positivity and making sure that when you're black pilled, and let's clarify that when Buster was saying that the excitement that is nerdy, that positivity that is nerdy, I think all his point was is that when you do read so much and you get involved in it and you're trying to be truthful and factual here, he's just wanting to make sure that it doesn't affect your spirit, because we all do respect your levity and your humor and all that. So I think, but from a perspective of, being grounded and keeping positivity, I think that's where Buster's coming from, because there is a lot of things that are going our way and that Trump was part of, and a lot of good people are. But at the same time, you're dead on, and that it's just a different clique. It's like you get a new sheriff or a new county commissioner. It's just another set of people looking out for themselves and their buddies and their donors instead of looking out for the people. And that's why it's supposed to be people God selects in there, and maybe he selected them to wake us up so that we can see it. But I mean, I got lucky early on. I saw a lot of this stuff because I, working in schools, you watch all the control and the drama and I mean, dude, you wouldn't believe. But one of them, anybody heard of Alex Newman? He's a real good guy. He's from Liberty Sentinel Media. He helped wake us up decades ago. This guy's like on fire. If you haven't been there, Nerdy, I suggest you go there. Alex Newman, Newman, and it's Liberty Sentinel Media. Dude, they were making videos and stuff like Save the Children, telling people, this was decades ago, telling people all this stuff that you're seeing now in the schools was going on, and that they're going to start scaring the hell out of everybody, and metal detectors on the doors, and going to have canines in the hallways, and cops walking up and down the hallways with AR-15s on them, and all this stuff. And it's already going on right here. And then to Diamond Hand's point, go to the school boards, go to the county commission, become a sheriff, blah, 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 blah. Dude, you leave 10 years and they just have a new set of dirt bags telling everybody what to do, and it's people looking out for themselves, and they roll their eyes if you say anything negative, and then they go after you. So
yeah,
it's just a different set of scumbags.
It is. And like Apex said, everything's going to be future is centralized. Like it or not, the future is decentralized. Like people don't understand about all this crypto stuff and all of this stuff. You're still going to require energy, which they control. You're still going to require servers and all that stuff, which they control. So as decentralized or as free as you think this is, it's not. Because they also can shut it down at any time. And if they're having low orbit satellites that they're going to turn into servers, and they're going to put everything that way, if you just even decide to destroy a server farm or a place where they have servers or whatever, it wouldn't even matter, because the recovery and the backup is in space. So even if you believe space is real or not, it wouldn't even matter, because they've already covered. So that's the thing. It's like, if people really understood what is really happening, then we wouldn't be cheering for Elon launching rockets in the sky right now, because we're cheering for our own cage.
Yeah, that's
bouncing
reality.
off the firmament. I wanted to give a compliment to the contrarian side, which is the solid rocks that have never wavered. Bagman, Buster, never wavered, bro. Always kept that hope. Always been like, yep, it's gonna be fine. Blah blah blah.
Well,
like they're the rocks in our little niche. No matter how little it is,
they're smart in how they
here,
say
bro.
things. Because you heard Bags say last show, just the show before this one on Bags' channel. Bags made the comment, when has they ever done anything for our benefit?
100% all the time.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's
never wavered, bro. Even privately, bro. I'll be talking to Buster. We'll be fucking like lightweight, like debating and like talking about shit. He's like, nah, bro. Nah, it's blah blah blah. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna fucking, and it's fantastic to see that kind of like resolve. You know what I mean? And
there's no. I understand Nerdy's frustration, man, but like a lot of things he says, it's already been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you go to the jab, it was still corporations that implemented masks, man. We've had no constitution. Like, we're not losing it. We done lost it already.
Yeah,
we've already
years. Yeah.
They already make us feel like we're free, right? So
yeah,
and I get the level it could turn into, but at the same time, what frustrates me most is there's hella smart people and everyone's talking about going ghost. That frustrates me more than black pill. I don't care about black pill or red pill. I think it's just, let's be black, let's be red, and let's
get it done. Yeah,
let's get it done. But what kills the future is when all these smart minds are talking about ghosts. That drives me crazy more than anything else. Like, Nerdy's a smart motherfucker, man, and I got love for nerdy, so you know.
I agree with Buster 100%, and like I
don't think he's ghost.
I just feel like I agree with all you guys, and I want to have faith, and I want to have hope, and I love all that stuff. Right? Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like all these people that are like dying around the world and all these things. Nothing's happening with them. Who's saving those people?
Nerdy.
Right? So
Go
it's
right
like,
back to look at what they did to Jesus. I mean, they let out a criminal and convicted the guy that did nothing wrong, and then they jabbed a freaking spear up in his damn chest wall. And I mean, it's like, dude, people have been doing this shit since the beginning of
for
time.
ages.
So if people want to believe
Ages,
that you
Malone.
put a different guy in as your
For
lead
ages.
politician in your county, that shit's going to change. No, people individually are the ones. That's why you have to handle your own environment, your own
Yeah.
spirituality, your own.
And that's
bro.
and bro, this is why I came to the conclusion where it's like, if we want to make change, right, you have to, like, I know this is so corny, but we always heard when we were younger, be the change that you want to see, right? In order to see change, be the change that you want to see. So it's like, if we move away, I'm not saying lose faith. I'm saying still believe and have faith. But I'm viewing it as, if I have faith in the truth,
You're just looking
the
at
truth will set
reality.
you free.
It is what it is, yeah.
Meaning that if we understand what is the truth and where we're going, maybe we can get more smart minds on board and we can figure out a solution. Because first we have to point out the problem in order to fix the problem. But if we don't know the problem and we're just like trying to figure that part out, then we're not going to get anywhere.
Well, in your county, in my county, everywhere around the country, they made all those rules like bumper heights, which I understand, because you don't want to override a smaller car. So once again, I understand the safety component of it, but just pull the guy over and go, hey, dude, if you run up on a little Mazda Miata, you're going to kill everybody in it. So we need to get a bumper on this. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Thanks, dude. I'll weld me a cool ass little lower bumper. But no, we passed legislation that all 7 million people got to follow, instead of just fix it with the one guy out of every 6 counties. There's one guy with a jacked up truck that has no bumper on it, but anyway, so then they did like window tinting, and now everybody's a criminal because they had window tinting. Then it's, you got to wear your seatbelt, and now I can't even drive on my own property without the damn bell going ding, 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 and I'm trying to move trees or trying to check on work. It's like, good God almighty, people, can I have my freedom back in my own damn truck? So anyway, and slowly but surely the judges overturned all that shit here. So really, you need to find out who your judges are and get to know them, and hopefully they're one of your neighbors, and start red pilling them, because all they got to do is say too vague, too ambiguous, against the Constitution, and we're done. I mean, then when you want to build your shed or you want to build a new house or do something, as long as you own it, great. Do what the hell you want to do. Unconstitutional, and that's all we got to do is keep turning this shit over. And that's kind of what Trump's been doing. He's kind of behind the scenes, letting all this play out, because he can't fight the world by himself when all he's got is a bunch of cheerleaders. I mean, everybody, it's like a pep rally in high school, and everybody runs up there and puts on their little red, white, and blue and jumps around to hear the same damn shit over and over and over, just in a new town. And it's pep rallies. And they do that every 4 years, every 2 years, when the politicians come out, and then you don't see them for 4 years. And it's like, give me a break. Yeah.
I will say one thing is that, like, think about this. We live in a capitalistic system, right? Right now it's corny capitalism, but we're going to go back to capitalism, hopefully. And if we live in that system, our vote can only make so much change, right? If we want to make real change, then we need to start making businesses. So when I say, hey, we're going to wake up and see what the truth is, and we're going to find a solution, what I mean by that is we're going to see what the problem is and come with a counter business that counters that project that we can implement, that we are controlling. And the only way to control something and take back something is through money. That's my whole point.
That's what I'm trying to do. They're going to let a bunch of good people
that, if we actually wanted to make change, as people talk about, and wanted to actually do something that people talk about, it's still money. And we have to realize that that's the only way. So instead of giving money and charity to stupid, whatever channels that are just like talking nonsense or whatever, pay attention to actually what you can do. Think of an idea and create a business, invest in yourself, and you make the change. and then we all get together and think of more changes and keep it going. That's how we actually like take it into our own hands. That's all.
Yeah, you see lower level here talking about, I mean, when I was in high school.
Chris said that was the worst pep talk ever. It wasn't a pep talk, Chris. I was just saying, like, look, we can actually do something if we actually want to do something by actually being the change we want to see. But we can't just wait for other people to do things that we want to see it be changed. If you're gonna fix something, fix it yourself, right? You're not just gonna look like if someone dropped something on the ground, you're not gonna be like, oh, I know at this point in this moment in time that something's gonna happen and this piece of trash is miraculously gonna go into the trash can. That's stupid, right? That doesn't make sense. That's not real. What is real is that you can get your ass up and pick it up and put it in the trash, and you'll get a fast.
Write that down. Get your ass up, pick up the trash, get your serves, and sit
hitting
the
on
fuck down.
something. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'm just gonna say like a few things. I believe Trump is a good guy. I like him. The thing is that he doesn't have control of a lot of the things that he wants to do. He'll talk about them and bump us all up and we get all happy, but he really can't. He doesn't have that power. He has a boss, like Buster said. He's got a person telling him, this is what you have to do. But he'll sit and rally people and have the greatest promotional speaking to make us feel good. But in reality, he has to listen to his boss, to Big Daddy, whoever that is. That's it, guys.
I agree with that.
We can all be big daddies.
We are big daddies.
Man, but at the same time, man, it's like, that's why you just look at the timeline, man. We've been completely controlled for thousands of years, man.
There you go.
Thousands, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful to be waking up and learning what I believe is truth, you know, not far as outcomes, but all the research I've done.
Don't forget,
I've learned a lot of truth.
To your point, Nerdy, and them and all y'all have been saying too, that the fact that we're not in them camps and we're not dead already.
Hell yeah.
A lot of us are being targeted through EMF and
hell yeah,
and food and everything else. So, you know, when Nerdy's just waking people up, you know, in this free discussion, you know, he sounds like a black pill, but we know Nerdy. He is excited about life. He's excited about the crypto industry. He's excited about the freedoms that people are gaining back. He's excited about the health and wealth of people and the freedom.
He's not suicidal.
But yeah, thank God. But the bottom line is you know, we want to just make sure that we're all grounded in that we are winning because God wins in the end. The gates of hell shall not prevail. God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are firmly in control, and none of us are living at the foot of the cross, and none of us are any better than anybody else. But it would be interesting, like you were saying, to start businesses, and maybe where I was going with that other idea was that to where you can almost have the Constitution and have people that want to run for office in every county of this country go to your website and take your videos, watch your videos, write a paper on them, so that then you give them a 1 through 5 star, where the people that have gone to get some selfies at a, you know, if somebody wants to say that, you know, they're involved in this or that, or, you know, they do Matt Gaetz and all, you know, getting dirt on him and stuff. You know, we'll come here, Matt, here, now you're a lesbian, you know, trapped in a man's body. So let's get a picture of you at a drag show or whatever. Okay, now what other dirt do you want on him? You know, once everybody gets that, now you've read everything, you've wrote papers on it. We know that you're going to go in there and not vote for your buddies and your fraternity buddies and your donors. You're going to go vote for the people and what benefits the people. Now we're going to give you a 5 star, and you're the only one that can be commissioner. You're the only one that can be, you know, whatever. So there is some opportunity to do things, and there's a lot of money to be made in running politics. So y'all could even get the contracts to where no one can put out a sign in your county unless they got a contract with you. So, you know, it's just, there's all kinds of ways to manipulate that. But once you stick your head out of the shell, it's hard because they try to cut your damn head off.
And it's like all that stuff, it needs money. You need to fund it. That's what I'm saying. Like we can everything bro was talking about.
The other day, I was told it was $90,000 to do one mail out just in my county.
See, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So check this out. What I'm saying. Okay, what Broke is saying is beautiful, and this is, and like both things go together. Is like this. I grew up in America before everything went to shit, where I went to the corner store and he was my homie. I go to the gas station and they're my homie. I go to McDonald's or whatever I go and I knew them. Like I grew up in a country where it was beautiful, and I loved my community, and everyone was just always homey and friendly. If someone stole something, everyone would get together and stop them. Like, it was really movie like, and it was beautiful, right? But all that changed and now everyone with interest rates going up and everyone's cost of money going down, purchasing power going down, like everyone's just surviving for themselves. So over time, they made us just like fend for ourselves and just be our enemies now. So now we just hate each other and then the culture itself just changed to the point where now we're like twerking at presidential campaign rallies. So like things have changed, right? The world has deteriorated, like society has deteriorated. The only way how we can fix things is exactly what Broke is talking about, is that, hey, create a community again through a business, right? I'm not saying have a whole freaking corporate conglomerate or nothing like that. I'm just saying, hey, have a local business, be some change, do something, fix something in your community, pull up rallies over there, vote people in your community that make them your mayor, and then you guys come together and have a communion, go to council meetings and make the change in your local area as you want, and then move forward to governor, and then keep it going, keep the momentum going. This is how we take it back, and this is how the forefathers made it. So if you look at the Constitution, it gives us every single right and power to make this possible, and that's why I'm going based off of that. Is that if we wanted to do something, we should be blessed with the power that we've been given, and we should act on it. Because if we didn't, then we're kind of screwed, are we not? That, hey, China's going to come in and own our lives. We're going to have this like chemical products just all in our home, and we're all screwed. Come on. We can cheer for any politician all we want, but it doesn't really change anything. That's all I'm saying.
Should have seen the 80s, nerdy. Chef's kiss.
What year were you born, nerdy?
I'm 90.
You're 90? Holy shit. So you're one of them time travelers?
I'm a time traveler.
Damn.
Chris, you're in a cult now. Welcome aboard, everybody.
Chris, it is the worst chat ever. Chris doesn't like my mom.
That was the intention from the gate. We started coffee time.
90s are beautiful, bro. Like,
you're in a cult.
70s, man.
Skateboards and movie theater malls and hangouts, and we actually went out and talked to each other and met people and had interaction with other humans.
Dude, I still carry lawn chairs in my trunk of every car and every truck. Nice. And we sit in the parking lots. Like, we'll bump it. Like, I'll go down to my hometown and I'll bump into a family member and I fold out 4 or 5 lawn chairs. My sister will grab out 2 or 3 people, drive by. What are y'all doing? Sitting in the parking lot bull crapping, and they'll stop and sit and visit, and then I'll turn my truck around and drop the tailgate, and people do, and they're like, man, I've never seen people do this. We're out there at 2 a.m. sitting in a parking lot bullshitting, and I'm like, this is what we used to do in the 80s. There was nothing else to do, except, and that's what we need to get back to.
People used to ride in back of trucks all the time. No one cared. It was normal.
Yeah, now it's like lower level was saying.
Now it's blasphemy.
And like DUI is when your normal faculties are impaired. There's nothing says you can't drink, but then they passed the one where you can't have an open container. Now you can't even have a can that you're spitting in, a beer bottle that you're spitting in, open in your car because you might be a criminal. And once again, that's all the stuff that's unconstitutional.
It's those road sodas.
We lost. We gotta
illegalize the road sodas because we're a bunch of fucking criminals. Don't you know?
And if you're driving from here to grandma's house and you got an open beer, who gives a shit? As long as you, I've seen drunks that drive better than I do sober.
I'm from the 1930s, Nina.
These are impaired, and you're going to harm somebody. Fine, we'll get you off the road. But we used to call your family member because one idiot goes in every 5 years that you bring him home and he comes back and gets his car, and now we all got to worry about liability. Once again, they got everybody scared, so everybody's treated like criminals. When you can't even have a 20-year-old kid go out and make a mistake one night without it affecting the rest of his life, because you can't even call his mom and say, "Come get your damn kid." So that's why when I supervised that shit, I said, I don't give a damn what the policy says. You do the right thing, and do the right thing every day. And if you feel that kid needs to go home and his mom needs to beat his ass or tuck him in bed or whatever, do what you got to do. Take the damn battery out of the car and, put it in the trunk and just leave them a note in the glove box where the battery is.
Bro, the iPads are just destroying the nation.
You're right. You're right.
Literally, the iPads are creating kids with this disorders where they just have attention disorders. They can't pay attention for too long,
And all the
or they get
food.
ADHD, or just like they're just like.
And then we
keep
gotta,
twiddling
then we
stuff
gotta call
as
it
well as have to be
ADHD
busy with
and crap.
something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They get spoiled, like they become just like really just angry all the time, and it's like, where are we go? What are we doing, and where are we going? Right? So it's like we're creating angry people that are broke, which makes them even angrier. In a place where they'll never be able to own anything of real value. Like none of these kids are ever going to be able to own a house. Let's be real. We're barely able to own a house, let alone them, right? Like we watch homes go from 90,000 to the same house being 90,000 to being worth 330,000, 350.
Well,
The
you know how
same-
they say,
kids.
just wild.
I want to say
Even a
real
house,
quick.
though, like
Sorry, go
okay.
ahead. Well, I'm just gonna
Is it
say,
even
Nina
that-
shout with another banger. Vote them in, not torque them in. Amen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Buster, you were saying
Yeah, I mean,
house.
but even a house is like that has you thinking in the box because you actually think you own something that you can't even take with you. Like all the stuff, they just signed you to a 30-year deal.
Yeah.
And they gave you the belief that you actually have ownership of something when you truly don't. So
True.
And that's why when people even say we're gonna be happy owning nothing, well,
We're
Kinda
living
already
on anything anyway.
we don't own anything anyway.
Life's an illusion.
Good point.
That's the illusion, man.
Yeah.
And
well, break down the words too. Agree agreement, morte mortician, mortgage. It's an agreement till death. And every 7 years, the average person changes homes. Then they have a kid on the way and they say, oh, we need a bigger house. No, you have a kid on the way. You need a smaller house. Well, no, they need their own room. No, they don't. They need to go in there and fight and bicker and bitch and hate each other from 21 to 26 and then love each other from 30 to 40, realizing, remember we used to make forts in our bedroom and we fought all the time. And now I look back on that. That was the best days of my life. But, now everybody's got to have their own bedroom. Everybody's got to have their own iPad and their own videos and their own and all this.
Spending too much money on the bullshit.
Yeah,
garbage.
making sure they have nice shoes and fancy bullshit. Dude, I had a kid working out here the other day, about 22, 23, and he had duct tape around his shoes. So I went in my closet and I've got like 4 pairs of nice shoes that, they wear out, but they look brand new. So I'm like, dude, you want any of these shoes? Hell yeah, man. I love, dude, he was getting compliments for 2-3 days at his regular job because he had new shoes on. This poor kid busting his ass trying to make a living and got duct tape around his shoes like when I was a kid poor. And I'm like, here's an extra $100. Get yourself a new one. These will be your work shoes. Take every damn pair of shoe I got. You'll never be without shoes again. And it's like, how are these kids supposed to make it in life when everything's inflated out of prices? And then we got all the politicians making more money than
broke. So then recession has been in since you were a kid.
What's that?
Recession has been in since you were a kid.
Yeah, it's been going up ever since I was a kid. Yeah, and I had duct tape on my shoes, and I used to watch a sister of mine cut her jeans on purpose, and she'd get new jeans, and I'm running around trying to save money for the family, and everybody's literally peeling the bottom off their shoes to get new ones. I mean, that's the mentality. So we can't just blame. That's just people. You can't change people. But what you can change is your environment, your way of looking at it, and you're going to have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Know that God's firmly in control and you've got this and you can do it. And that's why we bought crypto. And sure, we're going to enter and exit out. And, another thing is like all these people coming over the border. I had somebody the other day, I told them this and I said, well, I really don't mind if anybody comes over the border. Said,
if you come legally, we don't care.
I said, well, I can't even go to my own courthouse without getting treated like a criminal. And I don't want to do that. So I don't want to go. And when I go into Mexico, they search my RV, they scan it, they put it behind a concrete wall and put this laser, whatever the hell, some scan shit on it, all this bullshit, just to go over the border. When who are you to search my shit?
Exactly.
I mean, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? But then everybody else but I can go down the road 10 miles and walk across. It's no big deal to drive across. The whole thing's all theater. Then to get on a bus now, they're going to start patting you down and checking your shit. I mean, who wants to live like that? And if I want to go to Mexico, I should be able to walk across the damn Mexico. And if they want to come here, come on. But stay out of my home, it's my home. Stay off my land, it's my land. And if everyone's armed in every country, this shit will end. But that's
it's like
they want to control where you go and what you see and what you do.
And the whole point about being American is like with the whole Constitution and everything was about was leave me alone. As long as I don't kill nobody, steal anything, or do anything stupid,
Right, where's your victim?
I have the right to be left
Victim,
alone.
there's no crime.
I have the right to real money, that's gold and silver, and I have the right to own my own land. And I don't want none of your bullshit taxes, nor do I have to pay anything of your bullshit taxes, nor do I need a license to show you or any kind of documents to travel or do anything, because I'm a free citizen and this is my country. That's what being American is. But if you say that, then all of a sudden you're radical and you're just right winger and you're just saying ridiculous, crazy things.
Being negative.
Right?
You're being negative. Yeah, exactly. It's
Island
Get
Ghost.
the hell out of here.
Drop your YouTube name handle in the chat, and we'll post that up there. She's trying to get to 50. And then real quick, Nina Blossom, $10 cash app. Appreciate you, girl.
I say we
Norseman on
load.
deck.
I say we load up on road sodas and hop in the back of Norseman's fucking truck bed with no
Let's go.
no seat belts, no seat belts, and we smash down the freeway, bro. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Road sodas
Flat
and
out. Flat
fucking
out.
freeway.
Roll in.
America.
Yo,
America.
5-minute warning.
Nerdy.
5 minute.
What's up?
Nerdy, that thing you were talking about, iPads. So, I got an IT company, right? It's an IT service company.
Yeah.
And we hired this one kid. He's young, 22. And we trained him, physically showed him, verbally explained it to him. And I had to get rid of this guy. He could not focus for more than 10 minutes. His thought process was all fucked up. He constantly has to be stimulated constantly. The thing is that he was a gamer. And that's how a lot of these kids are gamers, and yeah, man, they're all fucked up.
Yeah. Well, they spend weeks on end on the computer. They don't even move from it. They just stay there.
Nordstrom, but that's the new.
Yeah, he even missed work. He didn't come in because he was gaming till 3-4 in the morning. Had a job to go to. Didn't show up. I had to send one of my other guys, or myself, and go, do some damage controls. Like, what the fuck? So,
yeah, I just had a guy
I told
that
you guys about Caspa.
Caspa again. We gotta get you a
Fair
Caspa
launch.
mascot, like their hat and their clothing and all that stuff. So every time you come on,
Caspa is the next XRP, but it's here to replace Bitcoin. Fair launch, no pre-allocation. It's not hoarded by the developers, the creators. Good benefit. It solves the Bitcoin trilemma. It's fast as shit. It's being mined. A lot of these Bitcoin miners are now mining Caspa. I'm telling you guys, get in on that.
Caspa.
It dropped a little bit. If you look at the chart, that son of a bitch is going up, and it's going to go up way more. Anyway, not financial advice.
Not financial advice. I just want to let you know about my
But
coins.
But it
Lower
is.
level,
Honestly,
lower
I'm thinking
level.
of selling another a good amount of my XRP for Caspa to flip it into Caspa, because I see it hitting anywhere
Bro,
between
you know what I sold XRP for?
$5 to $15.
I sold XRP for a little bit of Quant, a little bit of AVAX, right? Because AVAX is going to be fire. I watched the whole thing with them at Deloitte, and a little bit of ICP.
Really, I'm not. ICP, I'm a little skeptical of. Quant, I'm same thing, man. It's at a fire sale.
It's going to be big,
right?
I just
Compared
sold,
to
and
what it
Bitcoin.
was.
I bought a little bit of Bitcoin too.
Did
Lower
you?
level,
Okay.
he goes.
Yeah.
Sorry
Leave
to
it
interrupt
alone.
you, gentlemen.
See what it does.
Lower level goes. We didn't have ADHD when I was a kid. We had to get the shit smacked out of us, and then now they have your full.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
He's right.
bro, that's how I learned how to write.
When you could smack the fucking the mental disorder out of a kid.
Yeah.
That means
Bro,
it's
that's
not
how
real.
I learned. Was like sitting
Yo.
down on the dinner table, and like you have your homework, and like there was like a spoon, and if you didn't do it right, you get smacked on the knuckles or something until you did it right.
And then when
you're
they
like,
cry
"Oh,
enough,
shit,
see that
I
gets
remember
all the
now how
metals
to
out
do
of their
it."
brain, so the ADD goes away because they cry so much. And remember when you used to get in trouble and you'd be in the bedroom going,
Yeah. None of that mattered. This is coming to VIX or something, some kind of bullshit. I never meant I did it because I loved you. It's like, okay, whatever. Now
Try
I'm-
growing up.
now I'm
Growing up
fucked
with
alive.
as a Marine Corps sergeant and also in the Korean War. That's how I was raised. I'll see that.
Yeah.
Fuma on deck.
But it worked though. We had a calm society. Did you notice that we were all raised like that, but we had a society where everyone respected each other and there was barely any crime. Everyone was cool. It was nice. It
Bro,
was
I remember when other parents would whoop the kids. Like when I was a kid, other parents would whoop your ass,
bro. You have
because they trusted each other enough with each other's kids that other parents would whoop you. If you fucking you get a spank, you get a swat, and then your parent would high five that parent because they whooped your ass. Like that's just what it is.
You can't have people just running around buck wild and it's like this is the way how we all live and it's normal. Nah, fuck that.
Yep. So whoop your kids.
Yeah,
It's definitely
deterioration in the society.
Nerdy Quanta's rugging on us.
It's nuts.
Quant's rugging.
We're in
Casper's
bizarro
gonna take
world.
over.
Like I said
62
before,
is not
we're-
rugging. It's been there. It's been holding steady. Just like XRP's been holding at 53, and Bitcoin's been holding from 59 to 60. It's none of it's really moving. The big dump was like the one before, because there's a really big dump before, and that's when things really drop. But right now things are barely even dropping. They're kind of just like a few dollars or whatever, but they're staying stagnant. Nothing's really dropping too much.
Yeah.
The thing that dropped most, AVAX dropped $21. What we got? Energy Web at 1.6. ICP at 7.5. Quant at 6.2. See. Algo at 11. H-bar at 5 cents.
Is Algo all the way down to 11 now? Holy shit!
Shout out to Nina. Thank you very much, dear. Appreciate it.
WASPay pump 3%. Like a lot of these are not really dropping.
What you eating, Fuma?
I don't know. What is this, Toya? What did you make? What is this? This. It's cornbread? It's cornbread.
Ooh.
I like cubic. People don't talk about cubic enough.
Cornbread.
Yeah, it's Jiffy cornbread.
Jiffy corn. That's the little. That's the
Cornbread
little
is
blue
fire.
box. That shit's fire. Fire, bro.
Cornbread is hella
You
fire,
got a
bro.
pina colada, Norseman? You got a pina colada?
Well,
Is that sweet cornbread with the honey on top?
That's a road soda, bro. He's about to pick us up in the fucking
That's
truck
fire.
bed with no seatbelts. Love you.
Bro, we gotta go get some soul food or go to like a good barbecue place or do something because I love the food like that.
Well, we got to pick up Chevy, dude. Chevy, I could tell Chevy needs a hug.
Let's meet up somewhere and go do something.
We got to give Chevy a hug. We love you, Chevy.
Yeah.
Chevy
Well, the next stop is broke. Destin, Florida.
Yeah, we gotta go to Florida, bro.
That's if we do another meetup.
Yo,
we got to meet.
Florida before.
What?
Y'all are welcome
Florida.
anytime.
Berserker, are you a Pepe Maxi now or what?
No, bro, I'm old school. I'm before all that Pepe bullshit, meme chase shit. I'm talking. This is all Q, bro. That's fucking QAnon Pepe. That's Anon shit. That's back in the day. Fuck the meme Pepe bullshit. 23 asked about that last week. I didn't answer. And I was like, nah, fuck Pepe meme bullshit. This is before Pepe. Or this is before
The
that
memes
shit.
are dumb money.
Dude, I agree with you, but what I'm saying
Depends
is
with
I
the whole
rock
Matt
Pepe.
Fury background.
Hey, Norseman.
I rock
you
Pepe
get truck
because it's a
410.
fuck you attitude. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to question everything.
But there's
fuck you.
Pepe
need to get fat.
friends, and with the Matt Fury artwork, that's where Pepe, Andy, Brett, and Landwolf. Easy money, man. Easy money.
Hey, Norseman, move your
I
truck
support
over.
anyone using
Rugging a little bit.
the gains from crypto and buying food with it. I support that 100%. and I think we should all
Buy
do
food
that.
with the crypto. Wow, Chris. Wow.
It's nice, Jason.
What the
Chris has issues.
bro?
$300 bomb. Brother.
Bigger ball. Bigger balls than all y'all.
Appreciate you,
All
man.
y'all. And he's not a bro.
It's crazy.
He's a dude.
Thank you.
He's a dude.
Have
Bona
you
fide
guys ever
dude.
tried Wagyu before?
Chris, thank you.
Crypto, bro.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah.
We love you. Have you guys ever tried Wagyu before?
Yes.
We
You
need
say
to do some- we need
Quagoo
to do
or Wagyu?
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
You know Berserker has.
Wagyu.
Berserker's eating all the upscale
A5
food,
or whatever.
that no one can afford. And he acts like he doesn't. You can tell when you go out to eat with him.
I heard it melts in your hand.
No, you know what it
You're
is?
right,
It's-
Puma, because he helped me order at that fancy restaurant in Cali. I didn't know what the hell I
yeah,
was
no,
ordering.
I will be the first to admit it. I don't want to blast myself, but
Blast it.
No,
Blast it.
well, I
Do it.
have. I'm literally like I've had multitudes of like reviews and best ofs and things like that throughout my like restaurant career and stuff like that. I am not picky. I'm all about like don't cut corners.
I
But yeah,
love
no,
it.
I'm the food
Love it.
master. I'm the food master
wine.
when it
You
comes
know a lot
to
about wine, too.
service and restaurants and ingredients, and I'm the food master.
Oh my god!
I'm
You know-
not a pit master like Buster. You guys know how to
Exactly.
barbecue and all that. I don't know how to do none of that. I don't make the food. I just know what good food is. I know how restaurants should be ran and structured. I'm a fucking master, bro. Like
Your
I don't
new
fuck
name
around.
From now
What?
on is Chef Zerker. You are now Chef Zerker. You are forever.
I'm not a chef, bro. No. I'm front of the house. I'm your GM.
You're
I'm gonna go up
GM
to you and,
Zerker.
and knife hand your ass because I know what the fuck you're doing. It's like the
You're
music thing. I'm a
Zerker
drummer,
GM.
but I'm not a meathead drummer. I'm a fucking. I know how to play guitar. I understand what you're doing. You can't fool me.
You can tell the passion behind the food right here, bro.
Oh, I don't fuck around,
Big
bro.
boss
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
See, he's leaning forward.
You're forever in
Leaning
charge.
forward.
Berserker.
You know what's
He's
fire?
busy
You know what
again.
gets my stamp of approval is Buster's brisket in the backyard, chilling with the homies.
Love it.
That shit's
weather was
fire,
perfect
bro.
Too, man. Like that weather out there,
Yeah.
that was perfect, bro.
We gotta do
Let's
an
run it.
oyster meetup.
Oysters, bro, in Florida.
Oysters,
and,
bro. Let's
and
go.
shout out to Fuma's hometown,
You guys like squid,
Daytona, bro. The fucking oh my shit.
bro? Do you guys like squid?
Fish and chips at that fucking
is
pub,
good.
dude.
That's
It was a
what is it?
slab of
the
fucking
oyster
fish,
pub. The oyster pub.
bro.
Hold on. Did you get the fish and chips when we went to the Golden Lion?
Fish and chips is fire.
Nah,
Is it like-
nah.
is it
Are you
cod or
talking about that the beach club when we were on the beach or what? What are you talking about?
So hold on. We went to maybe I was
You motherfuckers went on a side quest. I didn't get
We
to go
go-
no golden. I didn't go to Golden Lion. What the fuck are you talking about?
back,
we went
I think
to
you guys are
Andre.
Golden Lion. That's North and Palm Coast, right?
You must.
Yeah,
It
we
must have
did-
been a different
Yeah, it was
meal
when we
'cause I
first-
wasn't there.
Oh,
I think
man.
that's when you were knocked out for like 2 days.
Oh, I was sleeping, bro. I was sweating and sleeping.
That was after the party, man. I was so gone for 2. I was hurt,
Bro.
I was up.
Bruh.
We were up. I was up all
Bruh.
day and night, drinking, having a good time. My energy was gone.
You know who's up? You know who's up right now?
Ellie.
Ellie's up. What's up, Ellie?
Where's the screwdriver, Ellie?
Ellie, you're up, bro. Where you up?
What's up, boy?
Is the case over?
You're
Is the
muted,
case over?
buddy. You're muted.
Is the case over?
Is the case over?
That's all he gives a fuck about. I love it.
No one cares, bro. That's just gonna end whenever it wants to end. It's already
Yeah.
over. We know it's over. It's been over.
Yeah.
How is
You
like,
going,
how
go
is- how is
Real
Ripple
quick.
supposed to tokenize treasury bills and the case going on at the same time? How does that even make sense?
Hey, that's it exactly, right?
It doesn't even make sense.
Like,
The whole thing is stupid.
Real quick. Buster had something. Real quick.
Everybody, subscribe to Island Ghost channel. At Island Ghost Stephanie. She wants to go
fuck
live.
that.
Trying
I'm
to
not
get 50
subscribing.
subscribers.
And subscribe to this one and like it.
let me see if I can.
How are you guys doing? Everybody okay?
Chilling, brother.
You put that in the chat so I can get it, or I know it's in the chat. I just didn't look at it. My bad.
Screw
Nita,
her channel.
Nita, you already got that invite, Nita. She says I need a personal invite. You already got it. Buster's
She
boat.
wants your
You're first
boat.
on, Nita. Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah.
he wants
Damn,
the
you
vote.
guys are amazing, man. This fucking thing. Like this whole shit. We can sit here and infight and talk shit and whatever. And I'm gonna continue doing that because it's fucking hilarious. And there's other times when I don't give a shit. I want to give up, and I don't care. I ain't getting paid for this. None of us are getting paid for this. We get our little bits here and there, but we put 4 years in to get a Cash App donation. It's peasantry. But at the end of the day, we do appreciate it.
Bro, Pez.
Liz Taylor dropping bombs. Chris
Shout
dropping
out
big
Liz
bombs.
Taylor.
Chris, you taking
$25
care of
Cash
bro,
App.
every trip I went
What if
on,
it
bro.
wasn't
Chris took care
peasantry,
of me,
but
bro.
serfdom. What if it was serfdom?
Serfdom, peasantry, serfdom, whatever. It's synonymous.
Can I have some more porridge, please?
And at the sir, may I have some more?
Can I have
More?
some more?
Yeah. So, but
I
at
have
the
a
end of the day,
family.
bro, this is the thing, dude. It's an emotional game. It's a fucking talk about Lionsgate, bro. It's about us gate. It's about chilling together, talking shit, because there ain't nowhere else to go, man. Where's the big booms? Where's the big booms?
We gotta fill their control folders, man. Let them get some dirt.
Oh, hang on, Ellie, are you missing like a nipple? You get cut up? Someone took it from you?
Oh, you had breast cancer like I did.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Ellie, bro.
He wants to suck you.
Oh.
Go ahead, dog.
You don't fuck with Ellie, bro. He's missing titties for us and shit, dude. He's in the wild.
Took that for the XRP
He's fighting the real
community.
fight with the black seed oil. What you know about that organic black seed oil?
Do you drink?
Hell yeah, you hit it with a spoon, bro.
Just like
Black
that.
seeds
You
is
just
shit,
drink it
though,
just
dude.
like that, and you're good.
Hey, that's like his two-factor authentication is first him showing up with his face and then showing up with no shirt. That's Ellie's two-factor authentication for us.
Yeah.
Shows.
Well, actually,
I gotta run somewhere, guys. I got to run somewhere. I'll be listening.
KYC.
See you, Buster.
Bye, Buster. Love you, Buster. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Roger.
Buster, for that talk.
Roger.
Yeah.
Dude, when he
Have a
showed
good
me
day.
one time, I was like, that's not Ellie. That's bullshit.
Have a good day, Buster. Yeah, no,
This
dude.
is proof of life. So
No,
we know
like,
that he's not AI.
what the truth is Ellie, see the cut up titty, that's the normal titty. The other titty is where he like implanted his fucking cold wallet. So that real titty is actually his cold wallet pouch. Yeah.
It's
Come on, guys.
Plot
Deep
now.
state.
No, the cold wallet is up my ass. Don't lie.
It's up his ass. Yeah. He went Daquan on us or whatever the fuck that guy is. Yeah.
Hold on.
Shoved like,
Speaking of Daquan,
shoved
has
like 3
anyone
ledgers and a treasure up his asshole.
Has anyone noticed how hard it is to buy Tron now?
No.
'Cause you
Is
don't
it?
buy
Is
Tron.
that true, Fuma? I got a bag of them. I didn't know
Like
that.
it's hard to buy it from exchanges now.
Wow.
You know
That's
that people
pretty
used to
bad.
put things in balloons, and they used to put it what Ellie was saying, and they used to hide stuff like that. I'm just saying.
That's what they do. And that's not cool.
Hell yeah. Where'd that titty go, bro? Did a kangaroo steal it? Yeah.
You're a balloon.
Jason Diambro,
You're a
tell
balloon.
me, Jason Diambro, tell me, guys, Trump pays debt with BTC, and then the NSA crashes it with Satoshi wallet. We are clean. They get nothing. Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. That's a theory. That's a theory. You know what I'm saying? Because you still make sense of it. Nothing's fucking changed.
What was that? I didn't understand what you said. I didn't get it. I wasn't looking at the screen. What did they say?
He was just saying, like, Trump. Something he was saying. Trump push BTC, and then they crash it, and then I don't understand the last part of it. Get away clean, or clean they get nothing. So with Satoshi wallet, we are clean. They get nothing. So I don't know what that means exactly at the end, but the whole narrative, or one of the narratives, is that BTC wallets are still a mystery. Nothing's changed. It's still a fucking mystery. How do you run as a nation? I'm not hating on Bitcoin. I'm just hating on the fucking idea of it. Like, it's literally no identity. Like, nobody knows. And also, it not to take like the public narrative of it being fraught with fraud to pay for criminality and all that. No, any crypto could pay for criminality. It doesn't fucking matter. It's all traced and tracked on the blockchain. If you ran with privacy coins, Monero, there's still a way, isn't there? With Monero to trace shit, isn't there a way to like? I don't understand enough about privacy coins to really.
No
It
secrets.
is. They call it a mixer, where it mixes up your addresses.
Right. So make sense of that. I don't give a fuck what you believe, how hard you push it, how hard the narrative is repeated, which is the basic form of propaganda, which is repeat the narrative. And that's the basic form of mind control. But at the end, that's the most simplest form, is repeat the narrative. I don't care how much you repeat the narrative. Satoshi Nakamoto is still a fucking anonymous figure, and we're running with it as a nation and as a globe. It's just all getting pushed, and that's where the whole what the fuck comes from. The whole black pill, what the fuck? If you look at the simple shit, why are we pushing and running with that when there's a whole underbelly that doesn't take that much research to look at? You just research Ripple. Just keep going down the rabbit hole of Ripple, and you'll find the new system. Ripple literally is the fucking gateway to all things not Bitcoin. Why are we pushing Bitcoin with anonymous wallets that are fucking loaded with billions of dollars in money? And you mean to tell me that those are just going to be full forever? and never get touched and never be used as a monetary weapon, as a monetary bomb. They sell all that Bitcoin at once, bro. It's over, dude. It's fucking over.
Richard says stay away from Trump. I'm sorry, bro, but he's just like everyone else.
Or
everything's a psyop.
The
Everything's dead.
So here we go. Go on black pill again. Berserker, you're black pill. Sorry, go ahead, Fuma.
No, it's like you hold the Bitcoin for a long time, and the more people shove into it, you just start tapering it off.
Then it slowly goes away.
Yeah, no. Well, that's what G was talking about earlier on the show. Earlier, he was saying it'll become a $2 novelty. The brand name of it, the brand sake of Bitcoin. Yeah, it might survive. It might be on Happy Meals.
So with that being said, we can create Bitcoin T-shirts and never get sued.
Yeah, bro.
I have a question.
Oh my God. That's a branding issue.
I have a question for everyone watching in the chat. I have a question for you guys. If we did a private stream where it's like invite only, and we invited you, every single one that's watching right now, we invited you to it, and we went into like more depth with our ideas or whatever, where you could utilize it your own self.
You could even charge us to come.
Would you guys watch that?
Yeah, we'd even pay a monthly subscription. Y'all can make money. We don't.
I was wondering, would you guys watch that?
Yeah, like $5.
I have some really good ideas that I will share with you guys.
Got 1,000 people.
But at the same time,
we'll pay.
Yeah, well, at the same time, I don't share them because I don't want people making money off my idea.
Oh, y'all do a channel. We'll pay $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever. Subscribe.
The real sauce.
Cool.
Dual, buy it for $1.
Yeah,
hey,
even if it was for $1,
hey, I got you $1.
But even $1's something. At least pays your car payment, or buys your zerks.
Blue Crew porn, OnlyFans, Blue Crew only.
Strip nerdy.
Damn, leave it to OG. He's got
take my money. Yeah.
Look at this Cosmos account.
Because that'd be cool.
We've been done. Like when it comes to doing the research, yeah, we're gonna do the research. We've been accustomed to doing the research and connecting the dots and all that shit. But at the end of the day, dude, the same fucking end result is the end result. Crypto pops.
And the bottom line, too, to your point, Berserker, is maybe we all need to get some hobbies again, and maybe we need to go to the beach and take walks and ride our bikes. I mean, go to a gym, get out.
It's gonna be a lightweight. You're not conscious about it, but it's gonna be a lightweight ghost. Whether or not you intend to ghost or not, this is the thing. So that's the thing. It's so dichotomized where people are going to go ghost and go in the forest and never fucking talk. And they're in the forest and they're fucking growing their food and they're fucking patriots and fuck yeah. No, dude, there's a fucking gray area. The gray area is we moon. I don't give a fuck about you guys. It's going to take me like 3 motherfucking weeks of every day straight chilling with moms and the homies and figuring out the holding companies, the LLCs, whether or not Delaware's still a thing. Are we taxed up the booty hole? Or is Trump going to fix that? Like, there's so much shit, bro. I'm going to be fucking hitting the books, going to homework, going to fucking Costco, buying the fucking sofas and going to Lazy Boy, getting the fucking recliners, carpeting my house, setting up the land. Depends on how guerrillionaire we are. I'm going to be so fucking busy eating fucking Wagyu, chilling with moms and the loved ones.
How are you going to cook your Wagyu? That's what
I don't even need to cook it. I'll hold it on my hand.
His chef is going to cook it. Yeah, he's not going to cook it.
Whatever.
Did you know? Fun fact, motherfuckers. You ready, motherfuckers? Restaurant fact. Did you know that there's a temperature below rare?
What?
It's called, shut the fuck up. It's called blue.
Yes, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
My brother-in-law ordered a steak once blue when he came back from Africa and was eating raw meat over there, and he loved it. We were at a really nice steakhouse downtown Indianapolis, and he goes, "I'll take mine blue." And when it arrived on his plate, I wanted to throw up, dude.
Yeah, you want to throw up because it's a gelatinous, bloody
gross,
mess,
dude.
bro.
Yeah,
it's gross as fuck. But blue is the first temperature. So, but anyways, my point is Wagyu. I'm gonna probably do like a mid rare I don't fuck around with rare. That's too nasty. But Wagyu might be so good you can eat it raw. Beef tartare, that's raw. Ceviche, that's the fucking the South American or whatever Mexican. I don't know where it originates from. Ceviche is raw motherfucking seafood, but it's cooked in lemon juice. The acid from lemon juice cooks the fucking raw seafood. That's ceviche. Another
Ceviche's
fun
fire.
fact. It's
Well
fire
done.
as fuck. You eat it with
Fire.
chips and avo, bro. It's over. Fire. So,
I'm getting
but my
hungry.
point is,
I'm talking about food.
I know. I'm fucking you guys up. So, anyways, the gray area, bro, is that we ghost or not. I'm not gonna really ghost, but I'm gonna let some motherfucking dust settle. I'm gonna let some dust settle. Yeah, you'll hear from me here and there. I'm gonna probably get like 5 other cell phones because I might be ultra paranoid because I got money.
Dude,
something that I've never fucking had.
This shit moons. I know Zerka will be on here on a live stream the day it moons, jumping around like a damn.
I told you,
raising hell.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna have your "I told you so"s, but that'll be the first like fucking weeks of it. I'm talking about
exactly.
for the subsequent time. Like the first like fucking months are gonna be like figuring all of this shit out after we have the live stream and the hype is. You think we're not gonna get flooded out by all the YouTube traffic, all the other scammy fucking cocksuckers that are on YouTube pushing XRP when they never were in XRP because we were the first in this motherfucker.
So
those guys are gonna take all the credit and try to rape everybody, all the newbies FOMOing in. We're gonna get lost in the shuffle. Except for the diehard Diamond Hands Blue Crew. They're going to know where the real shows are.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was asking about the private show is that we host a private show where people come in and just a select few who really want to come in, right, with a $1 subscription or whatever. And all the research that I find and by building a business and doing everything, because I'm doing everything from scratch too, right? And I found out a lot of things. All the links, exactly how to do it, walkthroughs, everything. And we go through it all together. That's my goal. That would be the point of the private. It could be a Discord channel or whatever, but the whole thing would be like daily streams or whatever streams, and it's just like invite only or whatever, or people who hold Berserker Babes or whatever. NFT invite only. You have to verify if you hold it through your Zoom account. We can figure something out, right? Where it's just membership only, and it's just the select few who really want to do it, and we'll just share up all the
But
information.
they're already going to get the select few. Who is that? Define select few. Is that
Me.
the blue crew
who
that's
are
already earned their badge?
I would do it. I would do it, and I'd pay more than $1.
This is what I'm getting at. Broke at one time mentioned that if we all had our own business and we invested into each other, we can all create more businesses together. Amen. And I think that's brilliant.
Dude, there's motherfuckers out there. There's boats. There's people don't even know that boats are out there. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that we're not going to give a fuck. I'm not going to give 2 fucks about making money and creating businesses. Fuck businesses. Fuck all of that. I'm living off
even if you just want to learn about crypto and staking,
passive income, and not
and how to
answering
do
that
passive
nobody.
like that. We can
zero
also
negative liability. People pay me to get the fuck away from me. That's what they're going to do. That's zero liability. No businesses, no nothing. When it comes to holding companies and LLCs, those aren't going to be business structured. Those are going to be trusts for my living trusts for my loved ones. Creating a business for only my family. Did you know? Fun fact. Another fun fact. If you own a business and they're all family employees, they're all your family, you can smoke inside, even in California.
If you remember what you just described is a PMA. I told you all about them. Instead of doing the LLCs, do the PMA, private membership association, because it's all family. It's all people that have subscribed. They've all paid to come there. They're all filling out who they are. Just like private bar clubs and stuff. It's all PMA, private memberships to anybody that
you can't get sued if you don't have employees.
check this out, but we can create an LLC or something, and we can all be we can be like maybe all be members of something, or create an S corp, and we all members of a corporation, and we can all have like things that we trade or things that we do, and we're all making money from it, and it's all split. So that's why we have limited liability over anything. We can structure in a way what Broke is talking about, where we're just a big old conglomerate and we all have our own business, but we all just partner with each other, just like you look at any other business page and see all the partners. right? Because they all have their own agenda.
Well,
as
everybody would be the virtual capitalist for each person's thing.
So you all have your own thing. You all have your own money,
and
but
what I
we
was
all work together.
You got to have, if y'all decide to do real estate investments and rentals, you got to have a plumber, you've got to have an electrician,
Yeah,
you've got to have an air conditioning refrigeration guy.
People gonna have different
guys.
things. Yeah.
We're not going to have time.
Lower goes nerdy broke. I hear you. All work together to wash money. We don't need to wash shit.
Leave it to lower level, man. He's so crazy.
He's got a criminal mind, right?
Yeah.
Is he lying?
He's just horsing around.
Is he lying?
Yep. Joe Schmo, I'm shutting my business down, Wind Moon. That's what I'm saying. It's about fucking no liability, bro. Where every day is a dream. No liability at all.
Yeah, we're not going to have time to get on the show.
Okay,
no one can touch you. No one can touch you if you don't have to fucking
help people. So that if somebody does, if some 80-year-old woman that's a widower needs a hot water heater, she don't have to pay $3,000 to have a 2-hour job that should cost her $300 max. You know, that's what I'm saying. Because you got to have you got to have somebody working on your own house. And I'd rather have it be some of the guys from the Blue Crew that know how to do it, that are willing to fly in and fix my shit and make an extra.
Ain't nobody flying in for nobody. We're gonna be so fucking
no one's
rich.
gonna do that.
None of us are lifting fingers for anybody. We're having crews
I've
and organizations do it
we
for
can
us.
be a Blue Crew nonprofit.
Dude,
I like
down there.
Yeah, I like that too, nerdy.
Down there in Destin, there's a lot of rich motherfuckers, and they're just people like us, and their air conditioners break, and they can't get anybody to fix them just like us. It's all rich people, their shit breaks down, and they're just people like us when they turn off the TV. I mean, I was in, when I was a kid, I was riding with somebody in Destin. He's dead now, but we went to the group Alabama. They have houses out there in Destin. I didn't even know the guy. I didn't know who the hell he was. And I mean, and I've been to the guy that invented the tampon. I went to his house. And I didn't know who these people were. They're just normal people with normal problems. Somebody scratched my car, and they don't have some rich dude, calling us on the phone. I mean, the only people that ever did that were government employees that, like an admiral in the Holiday Inn in Destin one time had an issue I had to help. But
right on, Duel. We're just going to be relaxing.
Yeah, we just relax. We don't do shit. We sleep and their money comes in. And helping people.
We can help people without exchanging our time to do it. We can pay people to do it. I'm all about helping people, and I joke and I say that I'm going to disappear into the woods, but I can help people from the woods.
Bro,
we do live in a technology age, right? So
the company Newman. The company Newman's Own, the salad dressing, and they make a bunch of shit. They make like crackers and Fig Newtons and shit. Newman's Own. Literally, dude, they don't take any profit. It just goes back into the business. It helps charity. Like, whether or not fucking Paul Newman and all that is deep state and Satanist, they probably were before he died or whatever. I think he died. But my point is that we do shit like that. We set something up that automates where we don't lift any fingers.
Well, that's what we said. The same fucking thing you two idiots just said. We said we're not talking about us
telling me that I was going to get on a plane and go fix your air conditioner.
That's what I heard
I'm
too.
not doing that.
And unless it's my plane and my pilot's flying.
It's your company, not you personally. But
okay, thank you.
But buy a new one. But if you need a body buried, I'm going to personally handle it, just so you know. Okay, it's not. I'm not going to contract that out.
Anyway, better than us.
If somebody breaks in your house and I'm there, I'm not going to wait for you to call 911. I'll handle it. Okay. So if you don't want to help me, if you're here visiting and my hot water heater goes out and you know how to do it and you want to sit on your fat ass, do nothing, that's fine. I'll call one of my buddies and I'll have them fix it. No big deal.
You're going to have a tankless hot water heater. You're not going to have a hot water heater. You'll have a tankless one for sure.
My view about helping people is like this. My view about helping people is, just like when you're in a plane and you have to put the mask on yourself before you put it on your child, I believe we should have the same view.
Amen.
If we're going to help the world, is that we should at least be able to help ourselves a little bit if we're going to help everyone else. We can't just be over here spending all our money and helping people if we don't get a little bit something out of it. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be losing, and we're going to be like, "Oh,
my mom raised me.
Why am I doing this and why am I losing?" You know what I mean? But we have to be smart about it at some point. You can't just be stupid.
You need the old school water heater.
I'm done. It's all for me. I'm done with helping.
And dude, honestly, I think that comes. I think when Ellie says that comes from a selfless point of view, meaning when he says he's done, he's tired of having to
burn us out.
Be resourceful. You don't fuck being resourceful. You'll help motherfuckers, but it'll be like snapping a finger. It won't be shit. You just make a call, go help. Okay, here.
Oh yeah,
here's a water heater.
But your time is worth something.
Here's my point. Here's the point I was trying to make. If I needed
time and energy is worth
and I know lower level knows how to do that, He's got all kinds of guys that worked with him, for him, around him. I just call lower level and say, hey, lower level, you got anybody that can do this? No problem. I'll have them fly in, pay them good. They'll take care of it. That's all I was trying to say. And if you got people out of 180 people in the blue crew, you got a concrete guy, you got an electrician that knows. Dude, I got a buddy of mine. He does, what do you call it? They put in cabinetry and kitchens and all, and they make them fine cuts and all, and they put them crown molding. He literally flies to New York. People pay him big money to fly up there, or he wouldn't be doing it, just to handle it so they can get the job done and done right. And that's all I'm saying. Not that somebody has to come down here and put in my
when I call you guys, there's a fucking bull on a spit coming in. Got a problem with my air conditioning.
Yeah, we're gonna rise all above that though. Like if we're looking at what we're looking at, even at a couple of G's, bro. Zerp's at a couple of G's. We got enough money to never fucking do anything. Our crews are gonna have crews, and then their crews are gonna subcontract their crews out to help you with your water heater. Like we're not even. What the fuck is a water heater? Get the fuck away from me. Stop talking to me. We can like that. Like don't even.
But we're gonna be so rich. We're gonna
Yeah.
be so rich that we can create our own Illuminati. We can create our own secret crew. That's
What are we going to call it, Nerdy? What should we call it?
We can call it the light. We can call it the true light. We can call it the real light or the
How
real
about the
deal
blue
Holy
crew?
Field. I don't know.
Let's call it the blue crew.
But we can be like the real deal that actually make changes. That is not about crazy dystopian things, because we're not about crazy dystopian things. Because we have trust issues. We can't trust.
Well, like
anybody.
Schmo goes, I'm with Zerk. I'll pay the plumber. I ain't paying shit. Some fucking private reserve of like a reserve account somewhere that I'm not even aware of is going to pay a crew that's subcontracted the fucking receptionist and the secretary to call the plumber and then pay the plumber out of that. Like, I'm not even going to know
We're going to be
that said plumber was paid. That's how fucking high flying we're all going to be. We're not even going to know that bills. What are bills? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't count none of that shit. It's just all automated. I don't pay a bill ever again. Not even food. I'll just get up and leave. Someone's got it. We'll be so rich that everything will be paid ahead of time. Like, that's how filthy.
Is everybody in California smoking that same shit you smoke? That medical marijuana shit?
It is medical marijuana.
You're gonna be that rich. I've been around some rich motherfuckers, and most shit they handle themselves because they want it done right. And
It's
they don't
Warren
want
Buffett brain, dude. You're
fire.
talking to old school rich guys that penny pinch, that are the boomers. We're talking about this is a whole nother level here where we're not gonna sit and pinch pennies and count pennies. Oh, that's how I am.
And until we get there,
that's how my
still has to be fixed. And I don't want
my
somebody
wealth.
in my fucking house. I want somebody in the blue crew to fix my shit.
This amount of money, bro.
There's something to be
so
said
much,
about that
like,
too, Bobby. Yeah.
You'll drive yourself nuts trying to fucking account for your shit. That's how much rich is gonna happen. That's how bullish it is. It's beyond bullish.
I got a whole family.
I hope y'all are right,
family of
because
CPAs.
I won't even give a shit if I own nothing to be happy, because I'm just going to be traveling town to town, enjoying life and helping who I can.
You won't give a fuck. You'll just get up and walk out. I'm not paying the bill. I'll get up and walk out.
Then, I
Talk
live
to
in
my fucking
reality,
guy.
like Nerdy was saying. I live in the real world, and the real world shit's got to get done.
You're muted, Fuma.
Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
No, you're beautiful.
I'm trying to figure this out. So you're gonna have a guy we're gonna get to talk to, like you're gonna have an assistant, Berserker.
You want to talk to her? Sure. Well, I'm gonna have multiple. My assistants are gonna have assistants.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It'll be one. It'll be like a pyramid. It'll be It'll be
I'm
me,
gonna have,
and then my guy that I call for all emergencies, if I ever have an emergency, and then he will have a crew below that.
because I have an assistant. It'll be my daughter and my son.
Right. It doesn't have to be a stranger. It doesn't have to be somebody who's going to.
We can have a family structure, bro. If we all have our own family business and we all just work together and we all have our own thing, that is literally the Illuminati.
And then
the Illuminati can be formed.
And then I'm going to be showing up at people's houses randomly with oysters and food, and drinks. I'm a bounce.
Yeah,
we can just party, bro. We can have Illuminati
Who
parties.
paid for that? Who paid for that? It doesn't fucking matter. Somebody somewhere paid for it.
Exactly.
Out of the federal fund.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro.
Right.
We can have
And
a Illuminati
You're dead
escrow.
on, Puma. You're dead on. And when you jump in your private jet to bring us our shit, If you happen to be one of the guys on here that has their brother-in-law, their brother, their son who didn't put in, that knows how to do shit, put him on the private jet, will you? Bring him down here. We'll pay him $1,000 per item that he only gets $100 for to fix our shit while he's here, and I'll fly his ass in every time we need something done and pay $2,000 for $300 because it's going to Blue Crew family.
I get exactly what you're talking about.
So that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that I need y'all, that I need him to Berserker to wait on my table. But that's what I'm trying to say.
Get your shoe shine box, boy. Get that shoe shine. Wait my table, motherfucker. Yeah. No, dude, at the end of the day, bro, we're gonna be creating problems. We're gonna be so fucking rich. We're gonna create our own problems, which means we're gonna chase our own.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah, we're gonna use our money to expand on our ideas and make money altogether. Go ahead.
I've seen that happen to people. Like they get money and they just create more problems for themselves.
They do it for themselves because they live in the dead slave system. Yeah. You live as a fuck. You dead. We have to learn how to get the fuck out of that. That's gonna be years in the. You ever heard that statistic? When you quit smoking, as long as you smoked, it takes half as much time to actually quit. So in other words, you could stay quit, but then you're like normalized halfway through. I heard that about addiction, smoking. So you smoke for 20 years. It takes 10 years to actually quit. Something like that. So my point is that
I think
we're in the dead slave matrix.
I don't think you ever quit. I think you may have periods off, but
no. I'm saying like somebody who actually quits. You're quit for that first 10 years, but at that 10-year mark, I just heard that somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but I'm using it. I'm running with it as an example for we live in dead slave matrix. We chase our tails. We create problems for ourselves now, or the problems are already there. We don't even create them. They're just there. So we live in dead slave matrix. We get rich. No problems exist. We create problems because our comfort level is in the problems. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so it might take us a while to get the fuck out of that problem-creating mental prison that we have lived our whole lives with.
Check this out. Now this
I'm already out of it.
Now this is the plan, right? This is a glimpse of what we can do with the private Discord. This is a little glimpse. Every single problem that we want to solve, we turn into a business first. So whatever problem we want to solve, we create into a business, and then we hire people to do our plan. So we are only getting paid for our ideas. The actual implementation,
it's like a giant think tank, dude. Yeah, with great minds a part of it. My
will
friends
all
wanted
just
to do
be
this for a while.
hiring in teams, and how we set up that structure, right? Would be, again, Fuma can come in and be like, hey, if you have a server at work, you have a server at this different locations, this is how you're gonna set up a backup at your house, and this is how you view it. You know what I mean? And everyone has different knowledges and different inputs that we can all come together and be like, oh damn, hey.
Once again, this is all after you've had your fun, you've bought your Lambos, you've taken your time for your family, you've enjoyed yourself. Now you sit down, you brainstorm, you structure, you make sure that you're covered, and now you have fun. And if you can do it to where we can create a level playing field in all these different industries, and then you have countless people that are going to be Blue Crew family and friends that wish they'd have listened way back. There's going to be, like Ellie always says, we're going to be able to now, you're going to have the money to be the virtual capitalist of these new startups, because there's going to be constantly new things coming into crypto and on the blockchain and smart contracts, constant companies coming in that you can start the startups to where it's just going to be an ebb and flow. But the basic necessities of life, I don't ever want to see a kid come out here after working 10 hours at a Lowe's, loading lumber all day, and then come out here to make an extra $100 with duct tape on his tennis shoes in 2024, working his ass off with a truck that won't even run, that he spent every penny for the last 2 weeks trying to get his truck running, and the kid's working his ass off. I don't want to see that. So I'm sorry that I can't fly around on private jets.
Bobby,
Bobby,
if you don't want to see that, look away, Bobby. Look away. Don't look at it.
I might look away for a month or two and get my, maybe go. I want to travel and do some
horrible.
Same time,
Diamond Hands gave us the best idea. I think he hit me up one time about it. I think he was the best idea. He said, if we learn how to tokenize real world assets, we'll be trillionaires. Which I 100% agree. If we learn how to tokenize real world assets, actually write the program, and actually create a business out of it. We can do that with anything.
Well, if we could get a
It would be
politician to
so
make a real
fucking
law
well.
and tell us what we're allowed to do. I got a house for sale right now. I'd rather tokenize and sell it to 150,000
Think about the shit
people
that
for
we
$1
can
a
make,
piece.
though.
Zerk will be broke in a year.
I have one too.
I doubt that, but yeah,
Yeah.
funny.
Let's
No,
start
it's.
tokenizing
I
the
downloaded the
2 houses.
Bro, we're in
course
the Wild
after
West right
Bagman
now.
posted. I downloaded the XRP course. I have a programming background. Maybe I'll want to figure some stuff
Well,
out.
the first thing you
Build
do is
course,
you
you know.
amortize your life to where you're never broke ever again. You solidify it
Mm-hmm.
immediately. And what I
You
mean
need
by
real
that,
assets.
Well,
no,
like,
you set aside a certain amount. That's just you lock it in.
if you really
Even if
think about
inflation goes hyper duper super duper inflation, it doubles, which is fucking nutty. We
Yeah.
go Venezuela. Well, fuck, I'll have my land and all my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
if you really
create
think
the
about it, all
swap
this crypto,
contract.
if you really think about it, all this crypto stuff is just like the internet when the internet came out. Everything's a complete empty landscape. Like there is no crypto businesses out right now. There's literally nothing. Like VeChain is trying to do collaborations, other chains are trying to do collaborations.
And really, what
But it's-
is the internet?
But it's not like,
except a
but it's
bunch
not
of
like no
control
one.
grids and
But it's not like
spying?
there's like an actual dedicated crypto company or people actually using it the way how they're trying to do it. They're just trying to make money off of tokens, right? Which is like not even using the technology how it's supposed to be used. But we understand how the technology actually works and how to use it. So we can just either sit on that, all wasting all that time figuring all that out, or we can utilize all that and actually use it to our benefit and create things that are doesn't even exist. Put all our ideas together and then keep deploying them, and we can just all we can be doing is chilling on beaches, just relaxing, and boom, idea comes. We hit each other up. Hey, I got this idea. Blah blah blah. Hey, we all have a group chat. Put in the group chat idea. Blah blah blah. And then boom, we have it. 2-3 minutes later, it's up and running. We got the patents, we got the business structure, we got
can
the
start
people
right
employed.
now.
Literally got everything up and running. You know what I mean? Like if we can figure out how to streamline shit like that, like a group like that, bro, we'll be so fucking powerful.
You need to practice right now because
It'll be
right now
fucking
is when we need the money to buy ZERPs.
That's the shit I'm trying to do, but I can't do it alone because it depends.
I'm
we have
in,
to do it as
brother.
a group.
I'll patch
Nerdy,
you back.
reach out to me. I'd be interested definitely to start stuff. So.
You get what I'm saying though?
What's
Yeah.
the end goal, bro? The end goal.
What is that?
We were wired. We were born. We were wired with fucking egos, which is what power. What's the end goal? My end goal, where I'm at now, I don't know really. Like I've thought about it a little bit. My end goal is maybe don't die and don't worry about bills for the next 20 to 30 years.
Sounds good.
That's
to
pretty
me.
good, Berserker.
Listen,
That's
look
pretty
at
good. No.
this
Yeah,
is what
what's
I'm
the
saying right
fucking
here.
end game? Do you want to rule the world, nerd?
I know the end game.
No, this is what I'm saying
I
right
know the
here.
end game.
Pinky in
But
the
listen to
brain.
me, we can write off all our meetings, all our meets, and everything we can do. All that shit can be written off if we structure ourselves right. We can live for free, tax free, if we structure ourselves right. If we know that the world is a scumbag, and we know that these people utilize that same system, why cannot we utilize that same system and have the
Outsmart
same
them.
benefit when it's up to grasp for anybody?
Great
You know what
point.
I'm saying?
Great point.
We can complain or we can join the party and make something out of it.
I don't want to work again though, nerdy. Don't make
You
me
won't
work,
have
bro.
to, bro. That's
No,
what I'm
but you're
saying.
talking about
You
structuring
won't
and
have
fucking
to.
business meetings and structures and fucking
there's
different
structures
lifestyle
for more
after that,
structure.
though.
I don't fucking want a structure.
Hey, Berserker, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
Everybody's
always-
just been LARPing through life. When you get wealth, you're talking about real fucking like Donald
Everybody
Trump.
wants
Up
to
at
take
4
your
in the
wealth.
morning and doesn't go to bed till 2 in the morning. I mean, you ain't never seen work till you got money.
Yep.
And you start
Well,
getting
we can use the system for our
responsibilities,
benefit.
people relying on you for paychecks,
Yep.
people relying on you for futures, whether it's family, friends, or whatever. Now, sure, if you want to just take your money and put it in like trusts and stuff to make sure there's generated money, but all those trusts can go out of business. They can have, so like you said, buy your assets that are
Yeah.
paid off so you never go
Yeah.
back to poverty.
Hell
But
yeah.
Dual, tell us what
We
you were
can
talking
pass
about.
all
You
this down
downloaded
to our
the-
families too.
The
to our kids. We
XRPL,
can
what
pass
did you
all this shit
download
down.
to learn about or whatever when Fuma was talking about tokenizing real estate and stuff and all? What were you
Yeah,
talking
I'll quickly XRP bags send out a link the other day in our chat and said, hey, you can learn this XRPL development course. It's on Udemy and it's 50% off. So I just picked it up because I have a programming background. And when I have the time, I'll probably go through it. Maybe we can build an app and sell.
Hold on. You didn't buy the
Who
course
knows?
already, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Ah, crap, man. I got a Udemy
Look,
account.
you got a meeting. You got a meeting. It's on a yacht with women in bikinis. That's what.
Yeah, I want to be at that meeting. But like to what everybody's saying here, like what? Yeah, no doubt. That my wife would appreciate that anyway. So I'll be honest, guys. I was at a rich guy's house last night, and he seemed pretty damn happy. Berserker. He didn't seem like he was stressed out about stuff. He told me he was in the trucking industry. He didn't get into much details, but had millions of dollars worth of cars, millions of dollars worth of watches. Just a great down-to-earth guy. Showed me his 911 GT-RS 2019. He had an R8. He had pretty much every dream vehicle in here. This guy had. He had a Rubicon 392, an AMG SUV Mercedes. Guy was just really nice, down to earth, and seemed like he was having a blast, smoking cigars, entertaining people at his house. Didn't have a stress.
Why would he let you in, Duel?
Because dude, I've got friends that have money. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So my point is that you know. He has
Duel give him a massage.
Yeah. This guy's got tens of millions of dollars and already not in crypto, and he's really happy. He actually made a joke. No, like I talked to a few of them there, and one of the guys, the guy who owned the place, sold his Porsche GT2 RS to a young kid who made it big in Bitcoin, and he was complaining about this kid stripping down this gorgeous car and modifying it, adding straight pipes, doing all this stuff to this car.
His car.
Well, it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's his car at that point. But he was laughing that the guy made all of his money in Bitcoin. There were people there that night that I talked to that were involved in crypto, but Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this one elderly gentleman told me that I was a sheeple for buying crypto, and I respectfully disagreed with him and said,
"You should have said thank you."
I know, right? Like I'm like, dude, I've never been called a sheeple before. What
it's
the?
funny.
They have no idea what's coming, guys. A lot of these people with a lot of money have no
clue.
idea. So we'll be the new, like they're gonna still be in that $10 to $50 million range, and we're just gonna blow right by.
Go ahead, Fumo.
So they're gonna get blown out of the water. Bricks is gonna put an end to this shit.
You'll go buy his Porsche Duel.
If you're not in the world of a currency that can be taken in any country, and you see the barbarians at the gate, and you're not doing anything about it, and you're just calling other people names, that's insecurity in yourself.
Yeah, 100%. He told me, he goes, you should invest in something that has value, that has a use case. And I just was like, oh my God.
Hey, Duel, but the only thing you got to remember too, when you're talking about these old people, they're wise beyond their years. And everybody keeps saying that these old boomers and all this negative shit on boomers, we wouldn't have what we have today if it wasn't for those boomers.
Oh, I get that, but bitch,
One,
I'm almost 50, okay?
No,
so
right.
this dude's like, what are you, like 35 years old? And I'm like, no, I'm 49,
those of us 40 years ago in the precious metals industry knew these days of control and tracking and tracing were coming. And if everyone would have held the line, and not all of us, like Nerdy's point an hour or two ago, was they build the 3 side walls of the fence, then they put a gate on it. We keep going in, getting free food, going to our jobs, going to our stuff, not wanting to lose our pensions, blah, 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 blah. And we all buy into all this shit. It's all control and it's all track and trace and it's all blah, blah, blah. Where if we just stuck to precious metals, we just stuck to real land and assets, real farms, real cows, real dairy, real shit, and not chase all this glamour, we wouldn't be in the mess we're in. That's all that man was trying to say. He wasn't saying,
and that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. Wait. I got to say this. That's exactly what he said. And he said to me, you want to hear a quote from Mark Twain? I'm like, sure. I've probably heard it, but go ahead. He goes, buy land. They're not making any more. And I was like, do you want to hear a quote? I'm like, ridicule without investigation is the height of all ignorance. And he's like, who said that? And I was like, I just did, bitch. Like, do some research. This shit is not going anywhere.
Let me tell you why you scared the shit out of this dude. You want to hear the why? Because he's selling Kool-Aid and you told him you don't drink Kool-Aid.
I was really gentle with him, honestly, guys. I wasn't as animated as this.
So let me tell you why he even took it hard. Because you weren't animated. You literally told him your system is trash. You got to realize where he's looking at this too. He's seen the pensions die and go away. He's seen all these companies he had hope and belief in die.
Enron, MCI, all the corruption, nonstop, after they gave millions.
Let me tell you why he was scared. He had no idea Google was going to do this. He had no idea Microsoft was going to do this. He thought AT&T would be the giant for life. He didn't think Google or Microsoft or Apple was going to be knocking him upside the head like this.
Yeah, I know, dude. And it's funny because I calmly asked him, I was like, okay, so you say, I agree 99% of the space is dog shit and it's going to zero. But there are certain projects that have real world utility and real value in the protocols that they're looking to establish. And that's what I'm investing in.
Ask him what happened to Chrysler.
I know. Well, I asked him when he said there's no value in crypto. I said, can you elaborate on that? Can you explain to me why you don't believe blockchain, cryptography, and this new technology is transformative and is going to be adopted? And he's like, well, I don't really understand the tech. And this guy Paul, who was in crypto next to me, started laughing. He goes, yeah, dude, you don't clearly. But
that's right.
At the end of the day, he's fine. I don't think I'm going to worry. This wasn't the guy who owned this house. Yeah. It was somebody that was there. It was the father of one of
here's
the girls.
The thing that's funny about those people, and I laugh at them every day. They don't want to be informed. Their world is going away. You think he's not sitting there watching CNN talk about BRICS? You think he's like asking his advisor, hey, what are we doing about this BRICS thing? And the advisor's like, I don't know, because they don't know what to do about it.
No, I know.
They don't want to read. No. So the old ways are going away, right? We all thought Chrysler was going to be here. Who owns Chrysler? Does anybody know who owns Chrysler?
Dude, I actually met Lee Iacocca in real life one time, back in the day, long time ago. So probably the most famous person I ever met.
We don't even know who owns Chrysler. It's some other company that owns Chrysler. Chrysler's not even a company.
Probably some other country.
Is it China? Is it China?
So all these companies that these older generations thought were the powerhouses are going to be around for a lifetime, they're gone and they're changing. It's over. Within the next 20 years, your car will most likely, you can buy a car or you're going to be able to lease it, or you're going to just treat it like an Uber. You'll pay for the time with the car. That person never thought Airbnb was going to do anything.
This is your future car.
So
no, I don't see the Porsche emblem, dude. Sorry.
A drone.
So to make a long story short, the technology is changing, the money's changing. You have a lot of people who don't understand it, and the first thing they say when they don't understand it, it's fake. I remember when Prince got in front of everybody on Jay Leno and said the internet's a fad and it's going away.
How much gold did Prince have in his living room the day he died? Physical possession in his living room. Look that up.
At the end of the day, every car ends up either being a Toyota or a Ford.
Dude, bite your tongue, dude. I better get my Porsche before that happens.
I heard a rumor that, well, it's a fact, I think, and I can't remember the number. It was 35,000 or 3,500 ounces in his living room the day he died.
Of gold? That's crazy.
Wouldn't doubt it.
No, because he understood real wealth, and that's all the old man's point was. And these old men aren't stupid. They knew Google was corrupt because they knew the world is corrupt. That's all they're trying to say. They know the world is corrupt.
So here's the problem.
I agree with you, but that's not what this guy was saying. This guy was literally saying that you're an idiot for investing in crypto, and that's what he was saying. He wasn't like, yeah, he told me to buy land, and of course, dude, like that's a no-brainer.
So why would you hold on? Why would you buy land at the height of the market when the commercial market's getting ready to take a dump?
Because they're not making any more, Fuma. It's scarcity. I agree. I would not be buying it right.
Here's where he's smoking crack. And let's just keep it real. In America, you don't own land. You long-term lease.
Amen.
Because if you don't pay the taxes, they take it back and they kick it back.
I'm in hand. Your mic's feeding back. Turn off your mic.
So he's smoking crack. I would love to be in a room to talk to this guy, because I would be like, let's break open your portfolio and let me tell you what's going to happen to each chunk of your portfolio.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get into it with him. We have safe word.
Your point, Fuma, is this guy's probably like into IRAs and all that crazy shit. So he's that.
No, what it is
he's into earning 5%. He told me he's into earning low risk.
Oh, okay.
He's older. He's got low risk assets earning 5%.
I thought he was just an old boomer saying nobody should have ever trusted Microsoft and Google. You know damn well these corporations are going to scam you out.
Let me tell you what happens to 5% guys. Let me tell you what happens to these 5% 5% guys. I feel their pain, but even 5% don't mean crap when inflation's at 20.
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
Hey, and let me tell you this real quick.
It sucks.
The first time these old guys send that they go down and try to get 20 grand to help their granddaughter out at college because her transmission or engine blew, and he's trying to go from here to Georgia to Atlanta to his granddaughter, and somebody pulls him over and takes his damn cash when he could have just clicked a button without asking anybody for permission, and it would have been there like in 2 seconds. That old man will change his attitude. That's what I love about crypto.
So I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but even that old man's probably using Zelle already, right?
Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
This guy,
Stellantis owns Chrysler.
He's got some financial advisors, and once their accounts, once Merrill Lynch, Chase, and all these other and all these people, once they're able to accept crypto and trade crypto for them, this guy will be on board, guaranteed. He's a sheep.
Well, that's what we said to him. He was like, he literally didn't understand. And then we were like, you realize there's a Bitcoin and an Ethereum ETF, right? And he was like, yeah, okay, I heard that. And
Fuma's
right.
a
Okay, this guy was just out of the loop. It sounds to me like
he's not a
normal boomer. Because I'm gonna tell you right
he
now, my dad's a boomer, and the minute he opened his mind and looked at this, they're not stupid people. They just
100%.
Like,
yeah.
So my point is,
ignorant.
calling him stupid. That's
dude
what
that told everybody
Willfully ignorant.
he was not going to use a debit card. He's still writing checks. Now nobody want to take the funky checks.
So Broke, I totally agree. The problem I had with this guy was again the ridicule without investigation. He was clearly uninformed about the space, doesn't understand technology.
Right,
pilot,
and
he was a pilot, not a he just literally to my face rudely said, "You're an idiot for investing in this space," and
Yeah,
I just
Broke.
kindly
Broke
disagree
has heard
with
that
him.
before. Haven't you,
It's-
Broke?
You should have wiped the room up.
Yes, I told everybody they're idiots.
Like-
So yeah, I'm guilty as that
Like
guy
these
is.
people don't really understand that like what you're investing into right now. They're gonna download a Coinbase eventually, and in Coinbase they're going to see, oh, that's the XRP that Duel was telling me about. Now
Yeah, they'll wake up.
it's paired to Apple.
Hey, Ellie, to your
Oh,
point,
that's the-
I'm
that's
telling
what he was
everybody,
that's the
I'm
Bitcoin
telling
he was
everybody
talking-
they're an idiot for not getting in it because
Dude.
it's
Yeah,
things
and
is
that-
happening with this
Dude,
focus
when
point.
it pops,
That's
Things is
Bitcoin he was
happening whether
talking
you're
about,
involved in
and
it or
now
not.
it's paired to like JP
Show me
Morgan
your
or something, you
Porsche.
know?
Do it when it pops. Show him your new Porsche.
Dude, so I know his daughter, right? And so
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
literally tell her, I was like, hey, text your dad. I'm a multi-millionaire today. Congratulations.
And what does he do for a living? Or
Yeah,
what
I think
did
he was a pilot. I think he was.
You
a pilot.
won't remember
Oh,
that guy, Duel.
Oh no, I will remember him. I promise you, dude.
How about that one, Duel?
Yeah, I know, dude. I love it.
Everything will be tokenized to your girlfriend, to your family, to your
Hilarious.
life, to your heart, to all your organs, to your blood, your brain, your life, your reality, your cars,
And
your
Berserker,
purse,
to
your socks,
Berserker,
your
to your
underwear,
point,
everything,
to your
everything will be
Berserker, I won't be
tokenized.
handling shit.
Everything.
Nerdy's going to be handling all that shit. He wants to do all this shit. Let him handle it.
And
I
there's
agree.
money in all of those sectors. Everything I just mentioned, there's money in all of that stuff.
Anyway,
Anyway,
my point was is
download
that
the
this
fucking
rich
money
guy,
inside
the
of
guy
it.
whose house we were at, seemed pretty damn happy.
Bro,
So don't stress out about having a lot of money. I
in a
think we're gonna be
communist
okay.
in a communist dystopia, there's only two types of citizens: people who produce goods and people who are really wealthy, or people who are poor and peasants who collect UBI and live off the government. There's only
Yeah,
two
no
types
middle
of
class.
Duel, as a
in-
favor,
in the
as a
government.
favor, I encourage.
So we have a
you
choice to
go back
be
and
on
see
our
that old
side right
man
now.
and have a one-on-one with him and show him. Don't debate with him. Don't discuss with him. Just
Hey,
say,
Sean.
hey, I want to come sit and visit with you. I want to learn from
Don't
you
do
on
that.
some of the things that you're coming from, but at the same time, I want
Let
to
him
start
die.
over and I want to share with you what I got. You'll be
Let him
surprised.
die.
Oh man, we'll apologize. I guarantee you.
Hey,
I tried at the party gently and calmly, and then he used my safe word, and the conversation was over. When I was introduced,
I think it's
my
approaching
friend
one
was
another
like,
day.
"This
I bet
is
he
this
will.
is my friend, and if he starts talking about crypto, just say Nickelback, and he'll stop." So that's the
Hey,
safe
let him die and move on. His bag of assets he has will be dissolved. His kids and will.
He's
his
listening
ashes
to
will be-
you right now.
His ashes will be spread amongst the earth, and we will reclaim his ashes.
Foomer, you're
Do you know what I did?
goes-
Later that night when we were at the festival downtown Zionsville, dude, I bought him and everybody else a drink. And so he was like, dude, you didn't need to do that. And I was like, I'm going to be a billionaire. So he had to drink the beer that I bought him.
And then-
Go, boy, go, Duel.
Liz Taylor, government literally sells you at birth to borrow money, waging your future tax money against their debt. Amen.
You don't have Social Security. That shit's dead. That doesn't even exist.
Straw man, bro. We're going into digital straw man.
That's a myth at this point.
Yeah. Now, all I know is I want to take the definition and all the meaning behind work out of my life.
Good.
No
point.
work.
Good point.
Any
'Cause it shouldn't be
semblance
work.
of any
We
kind
have
of
fun.
stress.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Other than shit I can't control.
Right.
Bye bye.
We got you. We got you. We got you. And I think that's what the old man was just simply saying. Probably was that get real assets, do all that shit first before you go investing in all that shit. You should have said it that way. And there again,
and we have to, right? So what does Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett say? They got rich, not through diversification, but through going all in on several businesses that skied and mooned. And when they did,
which is your point on crypto, that's what you did.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I told them that I'm 90% cryptocurrencies in my portfolio, and forget my wife's, and 10% precious metals, and I physically have possession of those. And they were like, "You're crazy. You're
same
absolutely
as me.
crazy."
Well, you're the same as me. That's exactly my thing.
So we'll see what happens, but I agree. We do have to diversify later on. We need to buy land and stuff, but precious metals for me is going to be a big one. I'll be like Prince, dude. Like I'm going to have a vault full of.
And don't forget, there's always deals in every economy, whether the market's up or down. I mean, some of my best films I got were ones that they couldn't get. What you got there, Ellie?
You got to buy copper.
Hey man, I was buying copper 10 years ago, and yes.
Where'd you get that copper? Where'd you get that? That's nice.
I've got it from a guy in Florida.
Show him what else you got from a guy in Florida.
That's right. Florida gave it all.
That's
My
his American
neighbor's
accent.
house is full of copper.
Wait till you see this, Zerker. Wait till you see this, Fuma.
It was all
What else you get from Florida, Ellie?
And I got this from Florida.
Yeah, bro. I thought you got two of them.
Yeah, bro. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I thought he was going to show us like a silver dildo or something.
We've been running 2.5. Steady. Do we want to cut it or not?
Show him a lion.
Shit, I just got on. We ain't cutting it yet.
Look what he got. Look what he got, Zerker.
I'm at a family event. I'm at a birthday party. Miss you guys. I've been missing most of the stream. So
that's the fattest silver coin I've ever seen, bro. That's nuts.
Like that.
Is that real silver? Drill
Some
into
asshole in Florida.
Drill into that bad boy. There's lead in the middle of that for sure. For sure.
Some asshole in Florida.
Drill into it.
Yeah, it's one of those boomer assholes, one of them people that don't think anything about crypto. No, hey, Duel, I'm with you. And I've lost a lot of friends calling them an idiot, but it was the opposite of that old man telling you you're an idiot. I was telling them an idiot for not looking at this. I understand that,
I try
paying
to
off
be a
your
little more
land. I understand all that. And dude, they talk to me the same damn way that guy was talking to you. And I've known him all my damn life. Never told him a fishing story of I caught a fish this big and it was only this big. No matter how reputable or how honest you are or how right you've been 1,000 times, these people will suck the spirit right out of you. I get what you're saying.
That guy's a retired pilot, right? Those heavy 747, 78, whatever heavy end pilots, they're living their good life. And what he's seeing now is his dollars dwindle down, being devalued. He thought he was going to retire and do this and have it like this. He's living a good life, but it ain't where he thought it was going to be. Probably 2 divorces later, he paying alimony to 2 different chicks. This is most pilots I know who fly. So I'm talking with you. You play.
Gotta pay to play.
He paid to play, and it ain't looking so well. He don't want to look into getting out. I got a friend of mine who's a pilot. He flies the 747 Max. And I've been talking to him about crypto. He keeps saying he's going to get into it. He hasn't really gotten into it. He's got a fat pension or all that retirement stuff. But I know for a fact what I'm doing is going to blow it out the water.
Zerker, bring up that comment about the shoes. Let's end on this. This is important. I like that. By the way. Can you find that one where the lady said about the shoes story?
You peed on them. That's what happened.
We all need copper cups. We should all be drinking out of copper cups. We should all have a jug of copper that holds the water.
This has been a beautiful chat. The shoe story was beautiful about the kid with the duct tape. But to your point, Fuma and Duels, not one person, even if you give them a pair of shoes or you give them the money to buy them, not one has sat down for 5 minutes to listen to. I've even offered family and friends. I'll start you out. No question. Put it in writing. So you don't never have to talk to me again about it. I will donate $2,000 to you. You call Duel, call Ellie, call Berserker, call Fuma. These guys will help you. Call Nerdy.
I'm not helping nobody.
And not one person will do it. Not one person has listened or showed enough respect to even open their mind, which is Duel's point too, that, why don't the man say, well, what is this crap? Why would you invest in a bunch of BS? And then sit down and let Duel tell him. Because, you're just trying to help people, and yet they talk to you like you're a damn dog and suck the spirit out of you.
I told this one dude one time, y'all laugh at this. He's like, well, tell me about it. I'm like, nah, you don't understand it. You don't even, there's nothing I can teach you.
You don't even want enough. Yeah, you just want to show you enough so you can attack.
And I even took it to him. I take it to people like, you're not smart enough to know this. I'm not going to lie to you. You're not.
Wow. So if they didn't know it already intrinsically, they don't need to know it. Okay. Gotcha.
It's the truth.
But that's true though, Fuma. That's actually a
technology-wise. There's a lot of people who's just not smart enough. So realistically, I have to look at it as you're not smart enough for this. So what you're going to have to do is wait until Coinbase gets better advertisement or Crypto.com does better advertisement, and they'll FOMO into you between a Taco Bell commercial, and then you'll go check it out and take a class on there. And then you'll go from there. And then you're going to call me, and I'm going to charge you a couple grand. So it is what it is.
Good point. Well, just the other day I was at a birthday party, and somebody wanted to embarrass me and make me look like an idiot in front of everybody. And they said, I would never get a crypto wallet or never do. I said, hey, do you have PayPal? Don't you have daughters all the way around the country and sons in another state? How do you send them money? They said, PayPal. I said, well, can you buy Bitcoin in there? Oh, I don't know. I said, that's how fucking stupid you are. So don't ever embarrass me again, or I'll knock your face out the back of your fucking head.
I would even say that. I would be like, okay.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I would have said like this. Okay.
That's how I talk to idiots. I tell the truth. Always have. My mother told me when I was a kid, boy, you better strap in and hold on. You're in for a rough life. And she said, you want to know more? Come see me. She put a sticky note on my fucking door when I was 10. She said, you're in for a rough life. Strap in and hold on. You want to know more? Come see me. I went and saw her. She said, those that defend and promote the truth, they're going to attack you. They're going to talk to you like you're a damn dog. They're going to set you up. They're going to do all kinds of shit. So be prepared. And that's y'all's point. Some people, you can't help stupid. And I just tell them they're idiots. So that's why I don't have any friends anymore, except you bozos.
I ain't your friend.
I was just about to say.
That's right. Ellie hates my fucking guts, but he damn
I'm your brother.
And honestly, this isn't for everybody, right? And so you get people like my boss who's like, he was open and receptive to the idea, took action immediately, established a bag of XRP, a decent size.
Because he's like Boomer said, he's smart enough to see it.
Yeah, and then but he's also in tech, right? He's my boss, right? So he's heard of this stuff before. But then there's other people that are going to ridicule and mock you even without doing any due diligence, and it is what it is. So
and that's a good thing to end on too. Is that like Fuma said, these people, just forget about them, move on, don't let them suck the spirit out of you, because they ain't nothing you can do for stupid.
Because I tell you something, I saw this last week. You're gonna laugh your head off. So where I work at, I was asked to start a crypto club, so I started a crypto club. The first thing I said was I created a PowerPoint with AI that talked about the big things: centralized exchange, decentralized, soft wallet, hard wallet, all those type of things, descriptions and stuff. I did the first opener. We did a soft opening. Most of the people in the club are people already rocking with the crypto. I had 2 older people who people thought would never show up to this club.
Wow.
And they were like, hey, we hear about it. We just don't know. How can I get involved? What can you break it down? And I was like,
how can I help my grandchildren? Or how can
I was like, read the PowerPoint, and we're gonna start right there. And in a second, I said, read the PowerPoint, start right there. I gave you access to all these files I created. Read that, go from there. I said, but when you come to these club meetings, don't ever feel you have to know as much as everybody here. We all started out ignorant, and we all got to the same places through reading.
Great way to bring it to them. Great way, great person. Yeah, and then your demeanor is perfect for dealing with those older people, because they're not stupid. They're good people. They're just tired of being lied to, manipulated, and they don't want to get into a whole nother bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. So then I ran into some Linux administrators on this other team the same day. This entire team is going to blow it when Cardano, XRP, and Bitcoin go haul. I ran into, it's like there are about 6 Linux guys. One guy is building a DEX that operates on like about 5 different blockchains. I forgot the name of it, with the main blockchain it was. And then all of them are some are in Cardano, some are in XRP, HBAR. And so there are people out there.
SafeMoon? Have they got SafeMoon?
Yeah, no, I didn't ask about the SafeMoon. But all I gotta say is there's pockets of people out there. Most of them are in tech, unfortunately. So the issue we are going to see, and I'm going to tell you this is where it's going to get crazy for some of these companies. A lot of us who are in tech, who are investing in crypto, when we exit out the marketplace, it's going to be a brain drain on a lot of these companies. And I don't know what's going to happen. I think production of some of the software you may like, or some of the hardware you may like, or whatever, is going to slow down because so many people have taken an exit out. It's not going to be a lot, like 1 billion people, but key people who are reading the white papers, understanding, involved, they're going to exit out. These companies are stuck because they don't.
And I can't wait for Duel to get into that class that Bags put him on to. That, man, it's going to be amazing. Because I'd love to hear Duel say what kind of apps he can do or what he can, man. Because there's all kinds of lives he can change with just making an app.
Yeah, I think that
I've answered a question.
I'm more like wanting to not do anything as well. So I'm like berserker. I mean, I think it's more I would do it before Moon. I'd start to learn to develop some of this
doing
stuff.
it now. And then once you make the app, you're done.
You don't get sued if you don't have employees.
Which goes back to these judges need to start protecting people instead of letting people just drag people through the mud over bullshit.
A CUSIP number is a unique 9-digit alphanumeric code that used to identify financial securities such as stock, bonds, and other instruments in the United States and Canada. The acronym CUSIP stands for Committee on Uniform Securities Identification Procedures. The first 6 characters identify the user, 7 and 8-digit character identify the type of security, and the 9th character a digit used for validation. The numbers help facilitate the trading and settlement of securities and provide consistent identifier. That's what it is. Now we know something.
Are we going to be able to see what you're putting together for your club? Because so we can read it, make sure we're up to speed on whatever, if you get into an area that you think would benefit us, can we sign in and just read it or see it, or without getting into your personal stuff? I mean,
they say that it's in the back of our social security number card, the same number I just read. So we're all being traded on the stock
number.
market.
Yeah, because my point is, if he's got a PowerPoint that
it's your Rothschild slave
share to
number.
our family or something, like Berserker, your mom or whatever may want to see that. Whatever Fuma's putting together, be kind of cool, if it's something good.
I'm not doing shit with anybody ever. Do you understand? Like, you guys don't get it. Like, I'm not partnering with anybody. If you want me to be part of your fucking business or idea, I'll philanthropist. I'll give you money.
Throw some cash
because I believe in you and I trust you, but I'm not being connected to anything ever.
We're gonna be connected by the hip.
Ever. I'm gonna be so rich that I won't be able to fuck this up.
Right.
You won't be able to get away from me.
All I was talking about it. Remember, he said that
away from you guys.
We're gonna be connected forever.
Separate the money and the business and the hustle from the friends and the homies and the chilling. Separate that shit. Friends, homie, chilling is the rest of my life. This is all or nothing. All or nothing. Meaning I'm either that
disappears,
or I give 2 fucks and I'm going to go work at a restaurant for the rest of my life.
I want to go next and then I'm done. When you're done, Berserk.
Oh, roger that. Go ahead. I'm done.
The story about the Mexican fisherman where he's sitting down at the end of the day drinking a bottle of wine with his wife and his kids, looking at the beach. And then the rich entrepreneur comes and says, why don't you buy 10 boats so you can have 10 crews and you can get 10 bottles of wine at the end of the day? And he said, why would I do that if I'm already doing what I want right now? So enjoy your life. I probably chopped up that story a little bit, but
no, I heard the story you're talking about. It's a great story. He was talking about a lawyer out of California that came down on vacation, and he went and rented a surfboard, and he was surfing all day, and then the man would take him out fishing all day, and then they would cook the fish fresh, play guitars around a bonfire at night, and all. And he said, man, why don't you come back with me, and I'll put you as a lawyer, and you make more money, and you can buy this and buy that. He said, dude, I've already got what you're trying to get. I already got. I fish all day. I hang out with my family all night. I eat fresh fish every day. I'm already a billionaire. So that's, to y'all's point, all I was saying is that if I've got a PowerPoint that I'm showing boomers at work and it will help you educate your mom because she's going to come into this wealth. And the dual point earlier was do the shit early and do it now before it moons. If you can get everybody on board where you're not involved, but yet it's just a PowerPoint that Fuma's already put together. That's all I was asking. And he can put it to where y'all can download it and let your mom watch it. Then you go, oh, I understand better. This is better. Okay. Oh, I know what you're doing. Well, I already kind of knew, that's all I'm saying is just to kind of, you're going to have a lot of people around you that you're going to try to help and take care of. But hell, if they don't even know how to open a wallet, I mean, shit.
I'm not downloading anything Fuma creates.
Damn, Fuma, he's even giving you shit today.
It's fine. It'll be on my Patreon.
We love you guys.
Fuma's gonna make something that we're gonna use, and it's gonna take our keys.
Yeah.
Fuma's gonna be like, I got your wallet.
He'd tell you, but Fuma would tell you. He'd say, "You some bitch, you sign into this. I'm gonna get your shit."
We love
sign
Fuma.
if you want. But at the end of the day, it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. And here's the funny thing. You guys want to hear something funny? It doesn't matter what any of us are thinking or what we want.
I want your ideas. You got good ideas.
Crypto companies are going to do this regardless. We all can shut up and go sit in the hole right now and act like we don't know, and it's going to happen regardless.
We can do it first.
I just don't want to worry about going somewhere. I want to not go somewhere because I'm worried about my gas or how much it's going to cost
Dude,
to
you're going to
pay
be
for
some
the lunch.
I
Or
want
to
to know
pay
if
for the groceries, no, everything's on autopilot. At that point, sky's the limit.
How do you define wealth? The wealthier that we become, does Berserker and Fuma's head get shinier?
Yep.
Hell yeah, bro. Best razors ever. Best salves. We're gonna be oiling and lotioning and
I want to
like
see.
when
I want
you
to see
prep
Berserker
oiling and lotioning.
Tiniest heads
lotioning and oiling and lotion. Yeah, dude.
Berserker doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, he does.
I want to be blinded by the reflection.
Bro, this is my daily. If I got something to go to, let's say it has a time limit. I'm not going to let very many of those things into my life. But let's say there's a time limit where I have to abide by that time limit. I'm going to make double fucking sure I got 3 motherfucking hours to bathe in my fucking hot tub, to fucking shave my head, to nurture and love myself and support
We gotta
myself.
pamper the shit out of ourselves, bro.
And positive affirmations in the mirrors while I'm rifling through all my suit combinations in my giant living room sized bathroom that is also my wardrobe. I'm going to be on a heated floor. My fucking feet are not touching a cold ass slippery fucking floor. My entire fucking house, my walls will be carpet.
Yeah.
I love carpet. People are like, I hate carpet. I fucking love carpet, bro.
I should have
brand new carpet. But Berserker, what if it gets dirty and soiled?
It doesn't matter.
Get new carpet.
I'll get new
every
one.
week. I'll do new carpet. I don't give a fuck.
It doesn't matter. Exactly.
Everything's carpeted, bro.
The highest silk count, the highest thread count or silk count of boxers, of briefs, of any kind of undergarments. We're gonna be always be
Egyptian thread count, bro.
We're always gonna be surrounded in the most softest, the most comfiest.
Dude, I'm rolling out of bed in bubble wrap, like
it's
cashmere.
gonna be beautiful. Our toes are always gonna be slide. Are always gonna be feeling the softest carpet.
I'm gonna be
in your life.
I'm gonna be a floating amoeba of fucking.
Everything will be fluffy
every day.
Fluffy will be life.
The finest dates and fruits and watermelons and mangoes are going to be cut up into cubes and fed to me with toothpicks daily.
We're gonna have the best skin and the best, shiniest hair ever. We're gonna have. We're gonna be taking the best
for the rest of my life.
Yep.
You're dream building, guys. That's what you call it. That's what millionaires do all the time. It's
no,
really
they don't.
Good. Keep it up.
All the best food.
Those aren't dreams. Those are easily solved. Those are easily solved with a net worth of $10 million for the rest of my life. All of those things are easily solved.
All the fancy waters too. All the high pH, all the the good pH, alkaline,
good
whatever
pH, alkalines, yeah,
all of that water, all the time. I'm gonna be
we can't hear you,
water,
bro. But it ain't gonna take much. It don't take much. You know what a psyop is? You know what? I fucking figured out another conspiracy theory. Movies, Hollywood, they make the public think that a certain amount of money is a lot of money. You ever notice that? You watch a movie, oh, it's the rich guy, and he's worth $50 million. Bro, J-Lo has like 9 houses that are worth fucking $20 million each.
Exactly.
Like they fucking downplay the amount of money, dude. And so, but
And the way they do it with the normies, say here in Australia, it's 1 million lottery. It's at $1 million. It's like, oh, you win $1 million. You can't even fucking buy a house,
bro. The parties that we have should all be like, you have to book, you have to hit us up, and it'll be a private helicopter comes swoop you up, takes us to the Fuma's Island or one of our islands. We have the best internet. We have nuclear power, all free energy, and we're all just like living it up on this island, and then we all dip out, have the best foods, everything.
Fuma Island.
The Fuma
Nothing
Island.
like the Epstein
All
Island.
of it. It's gonna be. That's all it is. It's private island party.
Yeah. Listen, we're not sharing wives though, right? Isn't that how all cults start blowing up on the inside?
No, none of that. None of that. If you ever look at my wife crazy, I'll kill you. I'll let you know that
you're
right
dead.
now.
He'll kill
That's
you.
with my family.
You gonna get a wife?
Your life.
You said you wasn't getting married.
Bro, we
Yeah,
got fresh
nerdy,
blood.
you're changing your mind, aren't you?
VJ,
Don't mess with what's mine. If I claim a woman as mine, she's mine. Back off.
Nerdy drops bombs.
Mine.
So do all from the love from the shows. Always watching from the UK. Hopefully one day, when I've had a few shots and then have the balls to go up with you guys, I love to drop the ball. See, that's
You
what
won't
this
do
mother.
it.
That's
Come on
no,
up,
dude.
DJ.
Shut up.
Come on,
Yeah, I gotta give him hope. So that's what this motherfucker's all
Give me a
about.
hug, bro.
I
Just
started this.
Don't
bitch.
show us your balls when you come up.
I
okay?
started this bitch with my homies, with everybody here, pretty much. Most of the homies have been here since day one. But I started this bitch with the homies because I needed someone to talk to. I needed to not feel alone in this crazy, kooky, fucked up world. And that's what we talking about. That's what nerdy's talking about. The island parties and shit like that. Yeah, that's great. But there's a certain, barrier of entry.
Yeah,
You can't be
I don't
crazy.
care about
You
hoes.
can't be an asshole.
Those don't matter to me.
asshole. Don't
None
be an
of that shit
asshole.
amuses me.
Bro.
So
You have to think about it. You have to think about it this way. Think about it this way. All that nasty ass vajayjay, that's who knows what's been where. You don't know what's going on, what's the temperature, what's happening, and you're over here just messing with it. Like you're risking yourself of infection. You're risking your body, your wealth, your life. You're risking everything you care about for something you know nothing about.
At you, your face.
I don't want none of that. That's just disgusting to me.
Are you talking about the JJ or this VJ? VJ
all of this, I want none of that. That is no.
He's talking about
Go
the
away.
rancid vajayjay.
The randos. Why are you messing with that? You don't know how many people has been in and out. That's a whole village. That's a whole population
David,
of people.
we got to run a long ass show sometimes, bro. Sometimes we just gotta
I'm
let
good.
it go, let it hang out. You know what I'm saying?
You're sharing a brotherhood.
This is therapy.
Yeah.
We're feeding the control folders, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Did we bottom yet, or are we still going down?
We're going down.
Going down.
Monday's going to be a little interesting. It'll be interesting what happens when the Japanese markets open tonight. See what they do in response to everything that's happened over the weekend.
I hope they
The
say-
genius.
Genius. Genius.
And for all you
Oh, man.
people out there who have Voyager, they sent the email out saying you're going to get more of your money. I think it's about 45% that was left in your account, and that'll bring us up a total of 80% when they're holding on the last 20. So
You mean they're afraid they're going to go to jail for racketeering, so they're going to actually pay us?
you saw that email too, buddy.
But once again, this isn't just a honey trap for. We've all been vetted as good guys. Those fuckers ain't good guys.
Them guys are like, we're sending you more money. It'll start. The checks are coming out this week. Oh, so you've had the check for a while.
Yeah.
Where's my interest?
All corruption. Yeah.
And they're like, this will bring you up to 80%.
How about just give us back our crypto?
Oh no!
You do that because then you'd be a millionaire already.
Bounced back. The market already bounced back, and we're getting the pennies. after
Yeah.
the bounce back.
Right. And how about give us back our songbird? How about give us back all our stuff? Or don't tell me we're winning.
How about
I have all my
that shit and
songbird
give me
'cause I
back my
wasn't-
dollar?
yeah, I wasn't
Give me
silly
back
enough
my
to trust
liquidity and my
Coinbase.
dollar, and you guys keep all that digital bullshit to yourself, and give me back my country. You get rid of the Federal Reserve, you get rid of the World Bank, you get rid of all this bullshit, and just leave me the fuck alone.
It's not
Hey, Joel,
don't mess with my taxes and none of that.
we had moved
And
on.
we're all happy. We
We
still
had
have
moved
cash.
on.
We still have liquidity. We still have everything. You can use your digital system with all your records, because no one wants to deal with paper stuff like that. And if we can use all that stuff that's going to benefit the same way I live right now, then so be it. And I'm down with that.
Dude,
But are we
we
going
had-
to live in a world like that? No, we're not.
No, we had all moved our stuff off
not
of exchanges, but because we had to move it on the exchanges to
That'd
get
be nice,
counted,
though.
we had to move it on the exchanges to get counted so we could get our Songbird, and then we moved it back off to cold storage, but they took it. So most of it, and then the stuff that they got on Voyager were things that after we bought it, they changed the rules. We couldn't move it off to cold storage, so they trapped us. So all of us did move our stuff off, and we didn't leave it on exchanges. They trapped everybody, and it was mostly good, honest.
When you say
hardworking
everybody,
moms.
I mean, what are you talking about? Bagman had a video that showed you how to cold storage it and claim it. So I didn't have to move it back to claim it, to get the
No,
drop.
and some of us had just bought it. Like I had a friend of mine that just bought it, and he said,
Yeah,
"Should I move
so
it now?" I said, "Move it to cold storage in a week or two."
Yeah,
And
I feel bad for the people that got stuck on that. So
once again, we shouldn't have to move anything anywhere. That corruption is corruption, and any company, to include Ripple. If you put 3 people on their board tomorrow, they can sink the damn company. Or you put one CEO, he'll sink it.
They can rug us all tomorrow.
Mitt Romney in charge of it for 5 minutes. He'll sink it and take everybody's shit.
They can sell all that shit. They can sell the whole escrow and rug all of stuff.
XRP Ledger. They can sink the company, but not XRP Ledger and XRP. They can't sink that.
Well, we hope not.
unless they turn the power off.
Well, supposedly Ripple will run without power. Is what I was.
There's
told.
one scam for the next,
dude,
bro.
nothing runs without power.
No,
I mean,
XRP.
what are they going to run it on? Our hopes and dreams, our tears of the bear
me up,
market.
Duel.
Stocks are a scam.
I'm telling you, look up can XRP run without power? Look it up right now.
You're misspeaking, dude. You're talking about the fact that it can run without the internet. It doesn't settle the transaction, but it stores it and processes it. And when the internet connection comes back, then it forms consensus,
cache.
or it does
It'll
it. Yeah,
cache-
but
it'll cache everything that
nothing
happens.
runs without power, dude. Nothing does. I mean, fire. That's what runs without power.
No,
Taco
disagree.
Bell.
Disagree.
He said Taco Bell. No,
Disagree,
like
because you have what are them radios where the people talk with the tower to tower and they run around with their towers on their trucks and shit.
but yo, you
You
guys
get
are
money
missing.
that way.
Let's check this out.
Battery power.
You guys are missing this,
Well,
right?
solar power. My
That's what the
point is,
satellites
the
are
grid
for.
goes down. All I'm saying is the grid go down. Once again, you're sounding like the boomer.
That's what the satellites are for. The satellites will give us power all the time.
Exactly. And my point is, when they take down the internet and all,
Trying to
XRP
figure out how to
will
do it.
flow.
Yeah,
That's what
but-
I was told.
They can transfer power to the satellites. Watch.
Yeah, no, I've heard that too.
Fuma thinks I'm crazy, but every time Fuma thinks I'm crazy, I show him a video that's a company exists
Your videos are shit.
and is doing it. And he's like, "No,
Well,
that's a fake video.
yeah,
That doesn't
I'm
exist."
the one where XRP will
Hold on,
run.
hold on.
I showed him that the AST Mobile is a real thing, and that T-Mobile and SpaceX are working together.
Obama, don't stop calling me. I'm voting for Trump this year. No, I'm voting for Trump. Obama.
Is that Obama? Tell him I said what's up.
I'm not voting. It's not- I'm not voting for Kamala. I'm voting.
Fuma thinks that I'm deep state now.
Put him on the speaker.
Guy, he's a
Puma.
crypto guy. That's who I'm with.
Say g'day to Michael. G'day, Mike.
Brad's gonna be replaced by some BlackRock person, and
I'm
then
just being
XRP
real,
will
guys.
take off.
Tonight too.
That's the thing, dude.
Better than Destiny 2, but we gonna get on that. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I'm just being real.
Bye. So that's the thing, dude. The fucking writing on the wall is upholds.
About getting a vote for
Uphold. Go ahead. Sorry, Fuma. So upholds pushing Kamala. Brad's
Kamala.
already deep state. We've all known Brad's deep state. He wishy-washes and flip flops and all that. Dude, it's all deep state.
She's a
bro.
whore. We know that, right? We all
It's
established the
dumbest
fact
shit
that she's
I've
a
ever
whore.
seen, bro.
Oh my god.
But this whole system was literally a dichotomy, left versus right, for 100, 200 years, like Buster was saying earlier. It's been a scam from the gate. The Knights of the Golden Circle, the Civil War, fucking Abraham Lincoln. It's a fucking scam, all of it. We're just coming to the possibility of, oh shit, what's next?
Sorry, it was a hoopty. Kabbalah. Kabbalah's gonna win. Watch.
Hey, she-
Dude,
what are
bite
you
your
on about?
tongue, man. I do not want another 4 years of this.
Did I
Watching
trigger
a show.
a call from Obama just now?
At the end of the
I'm
day,
gonna
bro,
call
the
him
zero,
and say that you said that he's
zero
actually not
sum
gonna
is
win.
is the people giving up like ultimate
God
freedom,
wins.
and the Americans are not. They're not.
Hey,
going.
you know,
There's going to be a massive
I did it
fucking.
live. I did it live.
How
for
can
you.
you say that when we've already been through like an election? We lost in the
No,
the
no, no.
election
I'm
was
talking about the
stolen,
thought
and
of
then we
us
went
being
through
free.
the COVID stuff, and then we went through everything, and no one. Fuma, you're speaking to yourself. You're on mute, and
I'm
nothing
talking about
happened.
the dummy things, nerdy.
No one
Hold
did
on.
anything,
Hold
No
on.
one
I'm
did
talking about the
anything.
dummy thing. Them actually taking all our guns.
and now we lost
I'm-
all our wealth
I'm-
because they're sending
I
our
know,
money
we're-
everywhere.
We're
And
we're.
still
I
no
think
one
we're
is
to
doing
that.
anything.
No shit. I'm talking about the
And the borders are
very
open.
blatant things.
And no one did anything.
I agree. But I'm talking about the very blatant things that blocks the Karens from buying their fucking Starbucks. That blocks the
Karen's
fucking
Starbucks went up
crypto
in price.
bros
They did nothing.
from buying a new AR.
Nothing.
It stops the fucking all that basic shit, dude. Like, what's the end game? They're gonna let us have guns in homes forever, and we're just gonna be this like thing where we're just chilling? No, their end game is absolute control. Absolute control requires they take away our weapons, they kill us all. We're all in camps. So there has to be a breaking point.
It's not.
At some
People
point.
don't care. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People don't care.
I know that they don't care.
No one
But
gives
on that,
a fuck.
on the
Honestly, besides
historical
us,
level, they don't
besides
care.
us, who cares?
They still have their little Caesars. And
Who
their
is
fucking
talking about this on a
Chick-fil-A.
daily basis besides us?
We are. That's it.
Who
That's all we do.
this shit on a
And
daily
nobody-
basis?
We talk in circles to ourselves, but we touch on
We are
nuggets.
an echo chamber in a sense.
We help
because
people, though.
We are the only
We
people
help people.
thinking and talking about this shit.
We help people by trying to help ourselves. That's how we do it.
Hey, so change the subject.
Ready?
My neighbor cut my grass today,
Fuck
and
your
he
neighbor.
said that he would accept $35 or 1,000,000 XRP. Which should I send him?
Smart.
$35, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Yeah, I
here's an
wish I had
article,
1,000,000
May
XRP.
22, 2024, May 22. Ripple CTO explains whether XRP can be moved without the internet. And my point is whether there's power on or not. If they can move, even if you had to write it on a damn piece of paper like they do on Wall Street, Ripple can move. XRP can move, whether they got power or internet. My point was I was just thinking y'all were talking
If he
about
truly
taking down the
said that
grid,
as
taking
an
down the
investor
internet.
in Ripple, I'm going to have to sell that stock because that's not the right guy we need running the company.
Yeah, it works, but the power has to come back up at some point for it to all settle, dude. Like that's what
We're
I'm
all
saying.
settled,
If,
mate.
if
I
they
don't know
if it
anything
went
about
away,
that. All I know is people are always saying, well, you ain't gonna be able to move your money, just like they always say, well, you can't eat your gold and silver. That's stupidest comment ever. I mean, ask Ellie. He went through a damn war and lost 3 damn relatives, and when he was 18, and he was there. So I mean, and if he didn't have silver, they would have freaking starved to death. But
yeah,
my
you
point
can always
is,
what war
exchange
was
that
this?
for food.
he was in the Bosnian War.
Oh crap! You was in the
He was
Bosnian
18,
War.
yes. His 14-year-old cousin was murdered. His 18-year-old cousin was murdered. He was there visiting him on vacation. Then his aunt was sniped. I mean, we're talking. You got people on here that have lived some life.
You know some.
And when people say, "Well, they take down the grid, you can't. None of your shit's going to move." Yeah, well, XRP will. It'll move. Take down anything you want, it'll move.
And
'Cause
he's
they
got
can do
one
local radio
titty.
communication. If they've got radio communication and a solar power, they can move XRP.
He's got one titty. That tells you something.
Yeah, man, he's been through some stuff.
I saw that, and I love my guy to death. And I was gonna be like, I don't know if you guys ever watched the old X-Men series where they're like, Muty. I just wanted to do that.
Oh, I thought that about the one X-Men character, One Tit. You guys ever seen that one?
No.
That's Ellie. Ellie in a suit.
XRP Plumbing. What's up, fellas? I hope everyone's doing great. Just tuning in. The
Are you
best
doing
plumber
great,
in the
buddy?
business.
Hey, there's the plumber.
Mommy, are you doing good? How's your life going? Write it in the chat.
But Voyager,
Let us know.
money back, y'all. Woo, I'm bullish. 'Cause I'm about to get in.
Yeah.
If you guys had a nice lump sum, let's say you got, let's go 3K right now. You got 3K, any crypto, anything across the board,
Fuma coin.
Quant, Casper, or Flare.
Fuma coin.
Yeah,
Quant,
native
Casper,
assets for all the big chains. Native assets.
I should have never told Duel about Quant.
Quant, HBAR,
I should have kept it a secret.
XLM.
Dude, I had
more
Quant
XTT.
before you told me about
Not
it. dude.
SHX.
Smack yourself.
That's when the hard on SHX. No one in
If
like
SHX goes, so does Stellar. That's how I look at it. It's like putting your money on fucking black
I like dags.
or red.
I just buy anything that's a dag, I buy it.
I need a bag of dag.
Anything that's a dag, I'm like,
You're
okay.
a dag. You're a fucking dag.
You're a dag.
Do we understand what ICP is? Are we all on an understanding of what ICP is?
I think the problem with some of us in ICP, and I'll speak for myself directly,
Nipples.
I got wiped out when it first came out on Coinbase. That I took a nasty hit.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It's a crypto problem.
Mina says XRP, bro. 3K on XRP. Let's go.
ICP is the new internet. Not
Boom.
in compost.
Here we go.
The plumber's in your neck, bro. If you're in Florida, I'll take care of you. Central Florida, preferably. Let's go.
We're gonna come to Florida. We're gonna hang out with Broke, so we'll hit you up.
Go up
You're
to
not coming to
Destin,
Florida.
bro.
Y'all load up. Let's
You
go.
say that, Nerdy. You're not coming to Florida. You're not coming.
I am. I'm gonna come to your house too. I'm gonna sleep in your bed.
Go Nerdy.
I'll recline it so your back can go up.
I'm gonna be Goldilocks sleeping in Papa Bear's bed. You're gonna be like, why is this Goldilocks here?
Why is this nerdy
Instead of
sleeping
porridge,
in
you'll
my
be eating
bed?
my grits. Instead of porridge, you'll be eating my grits. Like, crazy eating my grits.
Yeah.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
Eat your food.
So
No,
we're
on some serious things like
let's cut it. We're fucking just chillbillies today.
Yeah.
3 hours
You're a
in,
chillbilly.
happy coffee time.
you're
Hey.
a Billy Tilly.
Hey,
You're a
Nerdy,
fucking
Nerdy, have you heard of
Press that one if you really like this show.
Press 1, press like, body slam like, elbow like. We appreciate all the people that took care of us. Nina, we had Chris did a big bomb. Thank you, Chris. If you're still watching,
We should donate to give Ellie a synthetic titty.
he don't want none of that, bro.
He don't need no
unless
titty.
it's made out of copper.
Hey,
We can
A
give
copper
titty.
nipple.
Yeah.
You don't need
Copper
no titty.
nipple.
send him some XRP. You'll really love that.
How many of y'all have heard of XPOP? XPOP.
You're an X-pop.
You're
Yeah.
a fucking next pop.
This goes right into what I'm telling you. XPOP generates animated QR codes containing all of the necessary information for an offline XRP ledger transaction. Once the user and the system reconnects,
Yeah, we know
they
that.
reconnect, which is what Duel was saying.
Yeah, that's what I was
And scan this. They can then scan this QR code to verify and initiate the transaction. The mechanism aims blah blah blah. So all I was trying to say is that when everything goes down,
It does. Yeah.
they'll move XRP, and I don't know which other ones you can do. I don't know if XLM is one of them or not. That's all my point was.
Yeah,
Not getting
but
into minutia.
the way that you were wording it, I was like, dude, they still need the power to come back. And if they just shut down the grid, then we're back to like food, water, precious metals, and trade. We're not like our crypto. If the grid never comes back, then we don't need our crypto.
I've been disappointed with XLM. Can someone explain to me how XLM will be used? In what shape or form does the token XLM become used in the process of them providing services to other companies?
I don't know, but I got a
Please,
bunch of
someone, please.
I don't know,
someone
but I got a
send me-
bag just in case.
Send me an article, post it on my page, hit me up on X. Just do something. Please, someone tell me. Besides them tokenizing, I understand they're going to tokenize assets of Springle Templeton. I understand they're working with the Treasury and all that stuff. I understand they're doing all that stuff, but at the same time, at what point are they going to actually use the Stellar token in that process?
When the lawsuit ends with Ripple. Yeah.
Someone please tell me, because I can't.
Well,
find
he's
out.
all in bed with Elon and all those fucking guys anyway, so it's gonna.
Yeah,
do
never
something.
bet against Michaela, man.
It's
That
gonna
dude
do
gets away
something,
with
bro.
murder.
Remember, he stole all the Mount Gox money, bro. He stole it all, so he's gonna
Got
make
out
it,
just in time.
He's gonna make it do something.
Well, you know what's interesting about Mt. Gox is not only did they find all the money, but they found it with a profit. I
Right?
I can't explain that. in no other way.
Bro, from my understanding, they're only going to use two tokens that are actually going to be used, which is Quant and XRP. From my understanding, the whole financial rails will only need to run on only those two and only those two alone. Besides that, they don't even need anything.
Robot titty that shoots lasers.
I'm just saying. Do you want to research?
all boats will float, right, Buster?
Hell yeah! All boats. Some motherfuckers don't even know that boats are out here, and we've been trying to spread the word while we're therapeuticizing ourselves with our mumbo jumbo with each other. We've been, trying to tell people about boats, and some get it, some don't. Fuck, I'm blown away, bro. But
salty, dude.
Shit's about to take over,
dude.
You know what I mean?
When my account got closed, I had 0.10 BTC, and I know that's worth more now.
Yeah, and then they let us move that off so they could get the fees associated with our times how many millions of clients they got all that Bitcoin in fees and stuff. It's all a scam. But and what I was thinking they were going to do, because you can move XRP with an SMS message. What I was thinking is a solar and with what's that called, where you got those satellite phones. So you can move Ripple, you can move XRP with a SMS message through a satellite phone, even if your power's down, your grid's down, your internet's down, it doesn't matter, for like wartime. That's what I was told they're moving towards. In the end of this article, it says, overall, while the ability to move XRP entirely offline remains a developing area, the steps taken by Ripple and XRPL Labs highlights the ongoing progress and the potential for future advancements in this space. So my point is, they gave all those senators and stuff those satellite phones, and if this stuff can be moved on an SMS, which they were saying earlier in the thing, now to Dual's point, where the miscommunication came in, was that to Dual's point, the finalization through the QR codes at this stage of the game would have to have your power and all that back on. But really, does it really? I mean, if you can move it with an SMS and if you can do it completely off, you don't really need, we need to have a financial system that runs independent of someone turning off your electricity or turning off your internet. And that's what I think XRP is trying to go to. And that's why I'm here, because we shouldn't be beholden to anybody at any time to be able to live our lives. And that's why it's important. And to Diamond Hands' point earlier, if I find that Berserker, I'll get it to you or Nerdy or Foom or somebody, I'll bring it up on here. That story he was telling about the guy down there that was fishing and sitting, that is a great story that, you know, how y'all have I'm a Soldier on here and stuff like that. That's a great addition, because that's a great story to ground everybody. We should be independent, and really we're all trying to get to Berserker's point, which is no stress and no worry and all that. And that guy already had it, and he started it at 20-something years old. And that's where you've lived your whole life, Ellie.
Isn't
Ellie's lived his whole life that way. Did you know Ellie's never really even had a job? He refused to do what you're saying you hate doing. Ellie was smart enough to skirt all this shit.
But isn't it dystopian that we want to depend on a satellite in order to use our money when we can simply use cash and have coins like we've been doing for ages?
Gold and silver, which goes back to that old man's point. That's all his point was. But it's miscommunication.
The whole digital transformation is dystopian in nature, and we cannot separate that part from it.
Everybody's getting worked up over semantics when that was the old man's point. You got gold, silver, you got a fishing boat, you've got a fishing pole.
To cheer for crypto, to cheer for AI, and which is to cheer for dystopia. Because they're all interrelated. They're all interconnected. You can't separate them.
And at the end of the day, if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter if you got 44 million or 44 billion. It doesn't matter.
Health before wealth.
And we used to say health and family.
Plumbing needs a wrench, Buster.
To cheer for crypto is to cheer for our own demise.
Ooh.
Think about that.
It is more enslavement if we don't.
That's why I totally agree. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ripple's all deep state. This is all fucking deep state. We're fleas on the dog, right, Duel?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we exit stage right, stage left, maybe. At the you've gotta, yeah, you've gotta but to sit back and know what we know and not get rich off this, and then you've gotta, yeah, you've gotta. If I didn't partake in this because I knew it was the devil's money, I'd be a fool. Because at the end of the day, money's just a tool. It's not evil or good or anything. It's just.
And there's two sayings that my uncle always said to me. He says, "God take care of kids, cats, dogs, and fools." And we're in there somewhere. And he also says, "We're just two fleas on the back of a dog arguing over who owns the damn dog."
Satan runs this land. We all know Satan fucking runs this bitch. All this is Satan's doing. We don't have no fucking choice or play, none of this shit.
But
like, what anymore? Satan's done. God wins. Satan's done. Come on. It's you guys are reading out of the playbook here on internet about dystopia, this, that. We're going to be controlled. No, we're fucking not. I'm not going to be.
I'm not going to be controlled either.
We are being controlled.
Not me.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting controlled. No.
They took away cash in Australia. You have to use your digital wallet.
I don't care. I'm going to use digital wallet. As long as I can watch it.
Ellie's lining up. He's going to be the first one. You're going to be the first one getting your head cut off for Jesus. I'm
going to keep gaslighting Ellie
when I'm out in the woods somewhere.
We're all going to die. We're all dying.
T-Beck's wallet is dystopian in nature.
Fuck the thing. Fuck them all. God wins. We win. Fuck them.
Go Ellie.
We don't win. We lost because we're cheering for crypto.
No, you lost. I didn't lose. How am I lost?
We're all retarded.
The greatest. They wanted to vaccinate everybody. They couldn't vaccinate me. Come on.
No,
why wasn't I vaccinated? Everybody else. Why didn't they come to me and say, "Oh, you got to get fucking vaccinated"? No, fuck off.
Who cares if we get rich? Honestly, if we give up our world, who cares if we get rich? That's what
we
they
haven't
want.
given
They
up
want
our
us to
world yet
give
completely. That's not
set us
that's
up with
not necessarily
some
true.
dollars, and then we're all good. Satan keeps going with his plan, and we're like, "Hey, we got rich," and Satan's over here laughing at us, cold-heartedly rolling on the floor, dying laughing at us. He's like, "These dumb motherfuckers give up everything for some money." Stupid motherfuckers. They say they were materialistic.
Like
yet
animals.
they wanted
You know,
something
they let you in their
materialistic.
pool swim, but you can piss in it while you're in it.
We're fucked, bro. How does no one see it? How am I the only person that sees that shit? I cannot be the only person that sees that.
dude,
We
you're not
see
the
it,
only
but
That's
we gotta
not
use
true.
Bro.
You know what? It's always a level playing field somewhere. Okay, I believe the opposite of exactly what you're thinking right now, because in the end, God does win, because it's the Bible says so, and we are seeing some very dystopian times right now, crazy times. But guess what? That's why man has a choice. Man is facing these decisions in these times because a lot of people had to get slapped around to actually come in submission and know that there's a God that's in control of it all. When you actually know there's a God that controls it all, you don't live in fear. I don't live in fear. You're living in fear, nerdy, to me, it sounds like
I'm
to
living
me.
in reality. The fact that we all have
The
little
reality, that's not
microchips
reality,
inside of it.
because look at many times, every time there's been a
Bodies
reset,
and
every
network is
100
not a
years,
reality.
every 100 years, there's been a reset. There's always been traumatic times, and every single time God and mankind came back to God
But
and
Alan,
served God. That's the only way
you're
that
telling
mankind has survived many times
Alan,
throughout history.
you're telling me that
many
the internet
resets.
of bodies and the internet of everything is not a real thing? That IEEE and all the 80.6.5 or 9, whatever that is, all that is not real. 15 IEEE 1547 and decentralized energy grids is not real.
So bullshit.
I will say
How
it
is that
like
not
this,
real?
nerdy. You asked me. Mankind has a plan. God's plan never fails. Mankind's plan always fails.
We're
So
going into digital money and a
bear
cashless
that being said, yeah, we are. It's going to be very dark. It's going to be very tough to navigate the waters. But God gave us an exit plan. God gave us an early opportunity to be in a space where we can actually navigate the waters that are coming, that are going to be dark for many people. But we're in a position of authority and a just unique position way ahead of the curve before these dystopian times come into place. And that's why we're in this space. Most of us here, we've been drawn together in this place for a reason. You know, this is something that we are able to accomplish as like-minded individuals with hearts and with drive and ambition.
Right? You understand what I'm saying, though, right? Like we are going to be blessed, and we're going to have a bunch of money, but we're still going to be using the beast system to utilize that money. You do understand that, right? Like, regardless, we're still in that system.
I do understand, and then it's going to be, people are going to have to make a decision in the future where, when you do transact, whether you're going to be a part of the beast system or not. I'm hoping that
we're in it.
I'm counting on the God that I serve to actually position me ahead of time and position me in a place of authority where I can be. I have a hedge against that system that could come against me. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that's why we're being prepared right now. We're actually given the green light before this system comes into play. And
but we also acknowledge the fact that we have more interest on our debt than we actually do have dollars, and that we can never pay back how much money we have, and that the economy cannot last another year and a half, let alone 2 years.
We'll give it some Bitcoin.
That system is designed to fail. It's designed to fail. I mean, they knew this a long time ago when they created the Basel agreements and started doing all these agreements. You know, they knew that this system was going to fail.
But we also understand that during a flipping of currency and a new evaluation of currency, that there's an enormous wealth gap, and that UBI is not going to save anything, and that UBI in nature, to even talk about UBI, is communistic. It's all socialism at the end of the day.
Oh, it's a what
we're a problem.
You would say socialistic first, and socialistic always leads into communism. You're correct on that. That is a socialistic view that a lot of people have tried to make work, and every time there's always been socialism, it's never worked. It's always led to communism, and communism never worked in any country ever throughout the entire history of communism.
Except
so
it works for the
bullshit. Communism works until these say communist works in Russia. There was no crime, limited crime, but Communist Party was in control and the
Is that
mafia
why
was
they
scared.
collapsed?
1990s.
That's why China's collapsing. China's collapsing too. It's communist.
Everyone shut the fuck up and let Ellie speak. Go ahead, Ellie.
When USSR was one whole big country, it was great. Once it became capitalism, it turned to shit. Communist work. People were working hard. They got paid. Everybody was happy. You can leave your car unlocked. You can't leave your car unlocked in America. It'll get stolen. You walk down the street, you can get stabbed. You go to England now.
Hold on.
They're gonna shit on you too. They'll stab you and shit on you in America.
Communism works. Death to the fascists.
I'd rather live in freedom.
Elliot, pushing buttons, baby.
And deal with people on the street if I have to. It is what it is.
this
That's
out.
a choice people have. In my opinion, some people don't have a whole lot of options.
We already use digital money today. We call it a credit card.
Everywhere.
We call it a debit card. When you use your debit or credit card, it's electronic.
They turn the shit off before we even knew
right?
about it.
And they can
would
shut
turn
off your
off
card just
Yeah.
like they can shut off your bank account any moment given in time. So for someone to say that crypto is going to change things and so somehow it's miraculously going to give us some kind of more rights than we don't have right now is retarded. It's stupid.
It's
because the main thing is that they can always cut off the main payment method. If you're going to have crypto on an exchange or whatever, you're going to need to off-ramp it into something, which will always be fiat money, which will always be dollars.
Hey, nerdy, to your point, they never have turned off my credit cards when someone else is spending my money. They only turn it off when I'm spending my money.
Exactly.
And they've never turned off
everything's
anybody's
everything's
credit card when
geolocation.
somebody in some other state or some other country's using our credit card. But let us go buy 20-year food from Walmart at 4 locations from here to North Georgia. So we have enough to stock the 5 cabins up there, like 10 in each. So we needed 50, and we go to the local Walmart here, and they had 3. So we go up to where we stopped to eat lunch halfway to
Yeah,
the
they'll flag that as
Walmart.
suspicious, but
So after 3 Walmarts buying 20-year food to put in the cabin, so if some family's up there and they get snowed in, they can have food to eat, and that we can't leave in the refrigerator up in the cabinets. The rats will eat them or whatever up in the mountains, the squirrels, and shit will get in your house. So my point is just trying to get food. Well, they literally were tracking that shit in real time, seeing us buying 20-year food. So now we got to be treated like some weirdo. They literally called the phone and asked, why are we buying all that? And cut off our credit cards. Had to come all the way back to Florida to turn back on our credit
Suspicious
cards
behavior.
on vacation. But yet it's never suspicious behavior when someone else is hacking our shit.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I've had it
and that's
both
what I'm
ways.
saying,
I've had
like-
it both ways.
and
Like
then-
I've had them cut it off when it was somebody else buying like lingerie from Sir Fredericks of Hollywood, and then it was
Well, that's
like
'cause they thought it was really
and all they want,
or if I'm
is
just gassing up
there?
in multiple locations on my way to Canada. So they've done it both ways for me. But I
And all
agree. They just like if you're not buying freeze-dried food regularly, and then you start buying a bunch from different locations.
Why
to
are
the
they
fraud
in my
person,
business?
But
Why are they in
because
my
that's what
business?
they do. They're
At the end of the
looking
day-
for fraud. They're trying to help.
No, they don't need to look
Yeah,
for
but at the end of the
fraud.
day, they just
need
want
to
more
know that if
control
someone-
because you're going to
someone
have to
from
go
some
through
other country's
KYC.
using my credit card. It's obviously fucking fraud. They know right where I'm at, and what I'm doing, and what I'm saying and sitting. So that once again, that excuse that they're trying to help with fraud, that's bullshit. Because
Like we're
they know.
over here talking about crypto. Crypto's going to be less invasive, but we're over here not acknowledging the fact that if we're going to do anything to do with crypto, we're going to have to KYC. We're going to have to register our face. We're going to have to register, upload our ID. We have to have all this verification because we're living in this.
We're hoping, we're hoping it would moon high enough soon enough that we could cash out, get, like you said, the real gold and silver, the real coins, pay off the land, and get around their whole damn system and be rich enough to not have to check back into their fucking system. Is what we were hoping, but
Correct.
it ain't going quick enough.
Oh, excuse me.
So all of this fraud and all of this.
It's stopping either way. So I don't
everything
see
that's
where like
happened
the
to us-
saving comes in.
Everything that's happened to us in the last 50, 100 years, is this under democracy, was it? It doesn't work. Back to communism.
I'm just saying that we have to be realistic and we can't just have our head up our ass thinking that we're going to be saved in some sort of way when it's the people who make the system are never going to give up their power. They're only going to make a better system that gives them more control. And that's exactly what's happening.
Well, all we can do, like Duel's point and Navigator and all everybody else's, is that just benefit from it the best you can, make the best decisions you can,
and
God first, put your health second, because you can't help anybody if you're not in the game, and play along and look out for each other. That's all.
Buy me a beer.
Yeah, I don't disagree with. I think actually things get better first. Like it's going to come on looking like the solution to all the world's problems, and it's going to look good. But eventually, it'll flip, and it'll be the full-on beast system. Nobody can buy and sell without taking the mark. And at that point, I'm hoping that we'll be self-sustained on properties somewhere. Like that's what when I say I'm going to ghost. Like it's not that I'm going to leave and stop helping people. It's just that I want to have.
You want to be in control of it.
Yeah, where I don't need to go to the grocery store to get my own food, etc.
Right. You got your own farms, your own people.
But Nerdy's not lying, dude. Like,
when you have systems like Amazon Palm Pay, and then you have Amazon Face Recognition Pay, where you just pay with your face and you're paying with your palm, you're telling me that that's the freer world. That's a better system, more secure, for real.
It's easier, but it's not freer.
Well, hey guys, my final comment will be, because I know Berserker wants to end this, so we'll just go around. Let's all do our last comment. My last comment.
Love Zucker. Thank you, Zucker, for listening to our bullshit.
Well,
for
no,
so long.
I don't want to end it. There has to be a fucking point where we stop the show. We're 3:20 in. It's crazy. Go ahead. I love it. I'm gonna chill here. You guys want to join? Fucking click the link and join us.
Come on, especially afterwards. We can with the UK guy.
We gotta stop being live at some fucking point. Like, go
We
ahead.
can go to 4 hours. I am mad.
But my final point was to Buster's point. And like Navigator Singh and a lot of the others, is I truly believe that what Bags was saying and what Buster's is saying is true, Nerdy. They cannot continue to run a system of corruption and racketeering and usury and enslavement once the people are awake. They can settle all this debt on the derivative market, the quadrillions of derivatives, and they can pay off all this debt without a collapse. We do not have to collapse our dollar. Trump was saying dollar is good. It's going to survive. It may be a local currency and it may not be in bricks and all that monkey business, but we got to give people back their freedom. Because once the people wake up, they're never going to go back into their systems. And you're talking people in crypto, the 50 million people that they're now all courting to get votes. Those 50 million are what run this country. They're the ones that go to work every day and put in the hot water heaters and do the air conditioning. And they're the ones that putting the roofs on the houses and building the skyscrapers and making the money for everybody. So the point is that without the 50 million, the minute they continue, like Fuma was saying, where they're collapsing us and taking all his V-chain and taking all his crap and Voyager, and the minute we finally have enough and we realize that what Nerdy's point is about this control, that control is going to continue, just a different set of leaders. If that system stands, we're all going to check out of it, and they can all just swap money amongst themselves, because we're all going to go back into family, playing volleyball, having cookouts every weekend, and let the world burn. We're just going to be on the sidelines. So I really think
we're going
it is
to
going to be positive.
digital transactions, digital money. Everything's going to be on the blockchain. How are you going to conduct corruption?
Well,
everything's on the ledger.
Right.
You can
And
see
that's gonna
everything.
end it.
I want to be trading silver and gold with you fellas. everyone that's in the crew, none of that transaction will be broadcasted at all. It's all going to be traded in silver and gold or copper.
I'm gonna walk into the saloon with my fucking Bowie buck knife. I want to have a bar of silver. I want to be in my dungarees like I'm a fucking gold miner from the 1800s.
And
I'm
shave
gonna
off a little for a drink and a steak.
Shave it off. Yep.
Weigh it up and put whatever you owe me on credit.
I'll take a shot of your finest whiskey.
if
Take a
we
shot
don't
of your finest whiskey, sir.
Yeah, if Zucker can't come in and feel like he's at the hotel, like in that movie with Keanu Reeves, what's that movie called? The Hitman.
Wait.
Keanu Reeves.
John Wick. John Wick. You can't walk in like John Wick and feel like he's in the hotel.
Hand him a gold coin, and you got all.
Hand him a gold coin. Doesn't feel like he's in there. Then we're not doing anything right. We got to have something like that.
That's where we're going. That's where we're
Man, but
going.
every-
And if you
every
want to
time
move
you had-
somebody, you move it over the blockchain.
secret
There's
spot.
no
You got to have a
corruption.
gold coin to be even use the benefits of that facility.
Kind sir, here's another shaving. Give me a piece of that salt pork over there. Give me some pemmican. I'm gonna need some shots from a 6-shooter, please, sir.
Well, just for the record, I had trees cut down the other day. I paid them cash and handed them each a silver coin as a bonus. So,
Hey, check this out, Broke. I want to ask you. I want to ask you a question, Broke. You said that you had a young fellow over there that was doing some work for you. Did you tell him about XRP?
never really had time, but it was on the list of trying to get him,
There's
start
always time,
paying off
trust
his
me.
stuff and paying, getting himself caught up. And he did start asking about, like, we had an extra farm truck and his truck's a piece of junk. So, but it's, his finances ain't where you can really help him. But I did tell him, that he needs to look at, planning his retirement and stuff like that, but you had limited time because, he's only gonna be here an hour or two after work before it gets dark. But that's on the list. But I always mention it to everybody that'll listen, but most people turn you off in 2 seconds. But yeah, I'm trying to help.
Okay, what's up, fellas, man? I've been in the background the whole time, man, the whole 3 hours and 20 minutes, man. And I told myself I wasn't getting on today. I said, dang, they passed 3 hours. I might as well jump on. Maybe they close the show if I get on. But check this out.
Why resist?
Wrap it up. Let's go.
Martin, why resist for 3 hours and 20 minutes? Just join in the beginning. Go ahead.
Oh man, I was just kicking back. But check this out, man. Check this out, man. I think a lot of people, including myself, man, are worried about shit that they can't control, man. If you can't control it, man, then you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your effort. You could be reverting that effort towards something else. You can't change people, you can't change their minds. All you can do is give people the message, and if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep pushing. And the other thing is, man, like y'all been saying, you have to put yourself first. There's nothing wrong with putting you first. The only way you're gonna be able to help somebody else is if your health is well, and you can help your own self. If you can look in the mirror and there's nothing to fix about you, then you're good. But until you can do that, you got something to work on yourself. So that's all I want to say. That's my 2 cents. Two drops.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, great job, Mark.
Hey, for everyone to know that Rain was right. Rain was right. We're gonna go to $100,000 Bitcoin. I believe it. Rain kept talking about it. I denied it, but I believe it now.
All the OGs, bro. Shout out to Rain.
What's up, Rain?
I believe Rain's process.
Yeah, $100,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah, 100 to 150K.
I believe it.
I
believe we'll see it.
It's gonna be $1,000. Everybody's gonna be like, "What the heck?" And I'm gonna say, "We're on crazy pills."
I didn't believe it before, but I see it now. He's right.
I think some of the game is rigged, y'all.
He's right.
Yeah, it is.
On that note, we're done.
Let's
Nerdy,
do
you
it.
want
Wrap it up.
to walk us out?
Man, don't mess this up, guys. Hold on, we have something lower. Don't mess this up, guys. Like, everything's on super discount. I mean, these are beautiful days up ahead. We're gonna hit a forever bull run as soon as Trump comes back in, guys. Understand, as soon as he comes back in, that's the forever bull run. This is not gonna come down. You have to understand how this is built and how this works. It's not gonna come down. It's gonna keep going and going and going and going. And it's gonna it's gonna just the point of entry is gonna come smaller and smaller and smaller, and this is gonna be glorious. Just understand, no matter what happens, we're good. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
We love you guys. Keep your heads up. We'll talk. You guys can join us if you want in the background. We'll swap people out if you want to keep talking. I gotta take a piss. I hope you guys have a good Sunday. And we'll walk this out with the real motherfucker telling you not to fuck this up. Later.
To communicate it, I've gone out a lot to say, don't fuck this up. Buy and hold. Don't use leverage. Use cold storage. Do the right thing. Don't get too speculative. Don't FOMO. Just don't fuck this up. This is the biggest opportunity we've ever been given. I've said that all the way from 2020 onwards. And in fact, I said it all the way back in 2012. It's the biggest macro trade of all time. Don't fuck this up. And if you're not a crypto person, technology is one of the biggest opportunities we've ever been given, the exponential age. Again, don't fuck this up. Just be careful. Just buy, hold, have a long-term time horizon, and learn how to take pain. And when there is pain, you buy more. Unless something changes the thesis that suddenly we're all going to turn to Neanderthals and nobody's going to use technology ever again, it is going up. It's as simple as that. And unless something changes that we're not breaking the financial system and that the internet has disappeared, we will go to blockchain technology. It's as simple as that. That's all you need to know. Everything else is just fucking noise.
Coffee Time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.